Hello. Welcome to Jade Kind Gaming presents The Observatory. My name is Adam, here with the 5th session of the Getting the Band Back Together Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition 2024 campaign.
We've
got new rules.
So many words.
We've got party. We have Nick as Frank Grimes. We have Bob as Octavian.
Correct.
We have Austin as Fabien Tacitus.
Close enough.
I'm having to look up the other names, sorry.
I'm Niah.
This is Beth. And then that's Ryan over there. As Golan.
Golan,
Seldon.
that's good.
Yeah,
that's
Seldon.
fine.
Yeah. Which is really weird that my brain manages to just grab the names from 10 years ago and be like, no, I can immediately recognize those.
Sorry that I wasn't here 10 years ago.
Be weird if you were.
You showed up eventually, and that's what's important.
I mean, I was just starting college, so.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. It would have been really weird if you
It would have
were.
been really weird.
There would be lists involved.
Anyways.
It's fine.
Last time, the party was caught by Akeem Jafar for breaking and entering, being terrible people.
And I think we murdered him.
And in yes, you did. And in the chaos of the fight
Nope.
that followed, the mirror of life trapping was broken, and the occupants, including the beholder, whose eye the party needed, were released into and around the household. Some were killed, others left.
Yeah, Jafar was left unconscious with the mind flayer that was still asleep.
Yeah,
We
he
did
may
not
or may
fact
not be
him.
okay.
Oh, I forgot.
So we ended as you gathered your artifact and your beholder eyes. And the
You got
child,
all of
Sareth, who was unconscious but stable. And I believe you were teleporting to Fireforge. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Is that just teleport? Is that teleport circle? What were you using to...
Teleport with the inlay.
Yeah, I think that's
Beth had?
circle of teleport.
Yeah, I've got a circle. I've got the circle. I can do
So is Jafar like Schrodinger's prisoner? He may or may not be alive.
that. Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't matter. They're both gonna die. The world's ending.
You know, I've got 2 uses of my teleport circle,
Yeah.
so I will use one of those to get us to fire.
Well, mine's an item that recharges, and we may have more combat, so you might want to save your spell slots.
Okay, I don't have to.
It's like mine's free, and doesn't cost anybody money.
And you're using the linked object, the tile from...
Yeah, that I had from it.
Yes.
Someone gave to me.
It was your
No,
starting item.
no, it was originally my starting trinket.
Oh, your trinket, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I keep my 2 uses of teleport circle.
Now, the real question is, does the unconscious child count as willing?
They're not resistant.
Yeah.
That's a you determination.
Do they have to be willing for my teleport circle?
I think any teleport's willing.
No kidnapping.
Or
Well-
items or other shenanigans.
You can kidnap them. You just have to convince them.
Or knock them unconscious. Which is really the fine line we're drawing here in the sand of what is unconscious, willing or not.
There's also the option of like sticking them in an extra dimensional bag or portable hold. Then they don't get a choice. The object's being teleported, not them.
Mm-hmm. I believe, Beth, you have a bag of holding, right?
Oh, okay.
You find a way to make the crazy unconscious child...
I mean, worst case scenario,
No.
you just kill it
No, I have
and then
a-
revivify it.
I have a random selection of chaos
Because
things that are not
I
helpful.
have the bag of holding.
Okay. One exists. We shove them in there for less than 10 minutes.
I do have sunglasses of true sight, so...
I do have the Falcon Eye one that gives me dark vision.
Alright, so we're bringing along our child.
I have a
newly
rod of
acquired child.
alertness that I'm not using.
Early, linked object. Assist an object taken from the generic location within the last 6 months, whatever.
Told her the last 6 months.
A lot of hand waving going on.
The linked object's just really powerful is the only thing.
Okay. So, because it says you and your group or the target object appear where you intended,
which is a teleportation circle in Fireforge.
You're teleported to the circle as opposed to literally anywhere you feel like it.
Well, that's the area he knows.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the area the item came from.
Yeah, it's the most direct area.
The least amount
Do we
of chance.
avoid this if I just do the teleport circle?
No.
Okay.
No. He could technically try and choose off target.
But
Your circle would have to go to this. So, due to occupancy, you find yourselves teleporting mid-air in a large chamber. You just hear the chaos of the
Featherfall.
I also have Featherfall. I will.
You already-
Okay.
You
I was like,
you can do it. It's a group,
It
right?
covers all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it affects
Okay.
a group.
Yeah. So you drift down among the pushing crowd in this room, as it is clear that there is guard people both like you coming in, and people packing their way, trying to use the circle to get out.
Are there windows?
No, this is basically a 40-foot tall, sort of domed room that has doors on, like double doors on two sides that are both just the whole room packed. Basically, people, coming in, leaving, and guard trying to push people enough out of the circle for the circle to be functional.
So there's no
And-
windows or the roof doesn't have a hole in it, something that we could leave out of if one of us could say levitate, which I can.
No.
I
No,
believe
it is an
this-
enclosed chamber with just two doors.
Isn't this a dwarven hold?
Yes.
So it's under a mountain.
Unfortunate.
You gather from just some of what you can see on the doors, because they are taller doors, that there is you are probably at or near surface, because you can see in the chambers beyond where people are pushing in from that there is sunlight.
Well, try to float.
Dim as it may be.
Try to float towards the door above people versus end up in the scrum.
And you just kind of try and pull yourself in as you're falling down, and basically end up fighting crowds.
Crowd surf?
Well, you're a monk. You probably could.
Yeah.
Can you wall walk at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, you could find your way around.
If you guys want, I can bring you with me.
Yeah.
One at a time. Run us out. Yeah.
No, I could probably...
We just chain ourselves
I
together
could
as we fall.
do 3, maybe 4 if somebody else grappled another one of you. I might be able to do the entire team.
You don't have to. You can just go in the astral, walk out, and come back to the material.
I believe when I come back in the same spot.
Or nearest available.
Yeah.
Back up.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I can do it easy. I just have to grapple 2 of you, and then I use a bonus action that allows me to take one of you with me. And I can do 3 people at least.
Yes. Shenanigans our way out
You
the door.
shenanigans your way out the door. You get out from here. You
Can't use it to walk, travel.
you find as you are getting through that there is more and more of panic and scream coming from people in the outside area.
Oh, yeah.
Getting beyond that and off to the side, you see that basically that the 2 passageways then merge around the dome on the outside to a bridge that basically crosses over to, some of you may be familiar over time, to enter the mountain towards the main city. But it is sort of like an outside area between like a crevice.
I would like to help someone with a history check of where in Fireforge this dormant portal is.
Not it.
It might be Beth. You have the highest intelligence.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a +4 in history.
I have a +2 intelligence.
Yeah, so you
Alright.
Yes. Well, I help you. I talk to you to give you the help action of, from what I can remember. of stuff.
Sure, I'll see what I can remember about.
Does anyone have guidance? Hey, Wizard Claire, do you have guidance?
I mean, yes.
Give her some guidance, so we can find the actual exit portal.
He's been trying, but she keeps ignoring him.
I mean, that's true. She does keep ignoring me.
What are you guiding me about?
Apparently,
A skill check to
Knowledge.
make a history check.
I don't know if we want
history
history. When do we
check?
want? If we're trying to navigate the city, wouldn't we want local?
We don't have that. History is all local.
I mean, I've been here enough
Yeah,
that I
local's
memorized the
been
circle.
Yeah, we don't have local anymore. Whatever.
So I know. I
Nah,
know
all
things.
that stuff got wrapped up into investigate.
Then yes,
I've
for,
been here
for-
before.
For the next minute.
Okay, I'm really thinking really
Or
hard about the
until you use
history
it.
of Fireforge.
No,
Is it a plus
next
4?
minute.
Oh, just
D4.
yeah.
Yeah, guidance is a persistent
Only
buff,
plus 1. Sorry.
but you have to pick the skill ahead of time.
3 and 18. So 18, 19, 23.
Ding.
Oh.
Did the sound guess it? Did it
Yes,
win?
yes, it did. Most likely, as far as like any sort of portal, there's down near like the nobles' mines.
Oh yeah,
But-
I think there's some down there in the nobles' mines. I'll lead you over there.
But before you really start getting out, as you then get ready to try and push your way back across the bridge into the city proper, probably finding a group of people that is
Oh yeah, we
teleporting-
pulled the kid out.
Okay. Group of people that is teleporting in, and they're trying to enter a city, as opposed to the many trying to leave. But this does cross through an opening, and you see that things have progressed a little further with the sun since you last saw it. As at this point, that black kind of, and it's also a different area as you are viewing it from a fairly different angle.
No.
Okay.
But you can see that black kind of stripe that is like twisting around. From the look of it at this point, it looks like it is at some point stretched all the way down to touch down to the planet. That there is this string of black that is blotting out probably a third of the sun and then just stretching down onto the world.
That's concerning.
Probably bad.
I don't know much, but that seems concerning.
Okay. But as you push your way into the past the bridge and into the city proper, you hear someone shout out. What is beeping?
Hand me the iPad. I think it's mine.
You charged up your iPad and now it makes noise.
I think so.
I was like, it's not me.
I'm looking into it. Sorry. Continue.
Anyways, so someone shouts out. Niah! Over here.
What? Who?
You see a vaguely familiar bronze dragonborn?
Oh.
Is it the weird guy?
It's a weird guy.
Hey dude.
What's the plan? Where are we traveling to now?
You're the one that had the plan.
No, I never had a plan.
I
sent you to get a plan.
You said to gather the people. I gathered the people.
Great,
People
so you
are
got the plan.
And we got the
We're going to
beholder eye.
open a portal. It's down in the nobles area.
Amazing.
We need
Where
to
does the portal go?
Away.
I love away. It's my favorite place.
Wasn't a big fan of it before, but today I'm feeling it.
I don't like
Wrong.
this, dude.
I've actually always been a fan of it. Longer than you can imagine.
So, has it been
Who
a day
are
since
you?
my sending stone?
Eric.
Rhoda. Famed adventurer.
You've heard of me. Wonderful. I've really barely gotten to see this place.
I thought you were an elf.
I've been enough.
The man clearly gets around.
Come on.
Yeah, I can't send it. I'm pretty sure my sending stone is used for the day, so I cannot send another sending to... What's his name? I hope he's here.
Make a perception check.
I'll follow the weird dragonborn down to.
I mean, he's more following you.
Oh.
He again doesn't know. Where
He really
he's
doesn't know what to do. He was
18.
18.
18.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
he was given. He doesn't mind talking about what's going on. So he will explain. But he was given a vision to send you on the quest. He's just been waiting for you to figure it out and get back.
Oh man, I don't know anything.
No, I've heard about this. There's words you have to use. It was a wonderful adventure.
What?
I mean,
It's very important that it was an adventure and that we enjoyed the adventure.
I mean,
Good
we had
for
one.
you.
We had one adventure. What about second adventure?
It's like
That's
second
where we're going
breakfast.
now, given that this is kind of an apocalyptic situation, this man who's had so many interactions with the deities and other supernatural beings certainly has enough pull in order to help us out with this final conclusion to us getting out of here.
And or conversely, why would I get involved? This is your adventure.
So you don't see the governor. You do see Ludwig Fable, which is one of the guards up there, just sort of stationed at a side and almost like trying to keep an area available.
I walk over to him then. Where is he?
He's not here yet. He's still arranging things. He's packing.
Oh. That's the sun's not working anymore.
Yes, I saw that.
Is he? So he's down here but not ready, or he's not even down here?
He's should be teleporting in.
Well, hopefully the way is clear
is
by
he
then.
the teleportation anchored to you?
No, it's he'll be using the circle.
Oh.
That's a bad idea.
Well, if he gets here, tell him we're downstairs in the nobles' quarters looking for the portal anchor.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're not waiting.
But I'll be fine.
Anyways, we start
Listen.
heading down. We're going
I'm
your
not
jobs.
waiting.
Yeah.
If the portal opens, I am not waiting. If you were there, you are coming with me. If you were here, I'm not coming to get you. He can't.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So
New universe, no one checks job references.
Just like if anyone asks, I worked for you and you worked for me, and we are great references for each other.
Quick decision maker, this guy.
So
Oh, Ludi, yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a good kid.
So we have the Sandy Blonde Guard. We have the Dragonborn, Eric. We have a
Unconscious child.
unconscious child. Of course, the group of you. You also notice trailing behind Eric is a somewhat elven-looking tiefling. As you march your way through.
Don't tieflings already have pointy ears?
Does she got hooves?
Yes.
Mm.
Aren't you
I
part
turn
deer?
as I'm carrying this child. I turn around like, "Are you coming with us, or?"
Yes, I've gotten him this far.
Okay, well, keep up.
I prefer to watch the back.
Don't worry
Not in a
about.
weird way.
Don't worry about the back. Keep up. Here, do you want a child?
Distinctly, no.
Okay. I turn to Ludwig. I'm like, "This is yours now." Who do you want to fight? You want to fight, or you want me to fight? We have to fight. Someone's got to have hands free.
Can guard the child.
There you go.
What are we fighting?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes during doomsdays, cults arise real quick and try to stop anyone from escaping the doomsday. because they're dicks.
Yeah, it happens all the
Either
time.
that or we're going to run into a monster that we're going to have to kind of maybe name later that's like whatever, the Eater of Worlds or what have you. Who knows?
Or Rocky. If you've read the exciting and thrilling adventures of Eric Rasparata, there's like 3 different worlds that end. And like 2 of them are all his fault. But the other one definitely wasn't his fault.
We've actually seen 17 at this point before getting here.
Well, he needs to update the book. Look, I have a book. Now, the real question is Kevin here?
Is it Kevin or is it Steve?
No, he wouldn't name it Steve. Where is it?
You're right, this is the god.
No. Dibs on naming the end of the world entity Steve.
No, I'm talking about the goblin.
The random one.
What?
No.
No, the one I have a
on the
wanted
wanted
poster.
poster.
Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
you did not
sure
see
he's
him.
back in River's End.
Yeah, he's still right there.
You don't know his name.
With his
though.
easily breakable bones.
But yeah, you make your way down to there, and you find, as you get away from
Oh,
that...
Trevor. His name's Trevor.
Trevor's not yet. No, we had one guard that went ahead and...
I told the man to hurry.
He also told him, I don't know, a week, less.
Well, obviously, he saw the sun getting sucked up. It's like, I should move this forward.
But, yeah, you make your way down, and things get less chaotic as you get away from that teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still definitely energy amongst the air. People that you see, people are moving with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you do find your way down to one of the lower chambers, which would lead towards the noble mines and basically unusual portal that's used for moving high expense goods most of the time. But you find outside of it a neat and tidy line of well-dressed people with maybe a little more luggage than should be being brought. Just queuing. Decent guard presence. For a pair of double doors. You do see a single door off on the side, which, with your knowledge of it, is probably the way that you've known it, because it can be a bit of a spectacle. And it's the viewing region. But it doesn't directly connect to the portal, but yeah.
But from there, you could see the portal?
Yeah.
Like a balcony or through glass window? Or
Yeah, is it blocked off? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
there...
blocked off.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we would have to go
But
through
yeah,
the
so you
main
can
doors.
watch it. Well, I mean, you can see it from there, but yeah, if you want it.
Yeah, but we couldn't just like hop over from there.
No, you don't believe that you could. Yeah,
No.
not sure, but depending on what abilities you had, I suppose. But
I mean, I've got Misty Step and Featherfall. And... No?
Okay,
depends
so
on what you want to try and.
so
And you occasionally see out of that side door people coming or going.
Well,
are there guards at the double doors?
Yes,
let's glance in the side room real quick to see if we can
and
get
kind
in.
of stationed side and side along the line, just sort of on almost like a no cutting. In fact, you kind of get the feeling if you watch for a few minutes that some of the noble families have their own guard that they basically brought with them too.
Yeah. So
we have all the stuff we need to activate the portal to get out of here.
Theoretically.
yeah. So let's check the side room real quick to see if we can get in from there. Then, start the portal up, open the door, and have people start going through.
Or we go to the door, tell them to move because we have the way to get off this rock that's sinking, and just go there, open the portal, and start moving people through.
We could ask nicely.
Exactly.
My general distrust in the sentient condition says this is a bad idea.
I'm
Yeah,
quite
yeah, but-
persuasive.
But
I'll,
yeah,
I'll go.
You understand?
Yeah,
if
you
they
can
fail
try.
to do that, we then start hurting people.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go up to the guard.
We all go with them.
And be like,
If you all going together,
Yeah.
no, just me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. So I've been sent on a mission to open the portal to save the world. and we have the things that we need to do that, can we get it?
500 platinum once you get to your spot in line.
Because the portal in there is already working, and you don't need it to be activated.
Yes. What do you think people are waiting for?
I'm not there.
Interesting. Alright. They said the portal's already working. And that
Is there
we don't...
another portal that's deactivated?
Well, again, let's go through the side room real quick and take a look.
Yeah, I think we should do
More
that. I want to look at
information
the
is
glance.
better.
I want to glance in the room.
Okay.
So if you would like to glance in the room, maybe let you do that. That is a possibility, actually.
No.
What?
No. I'm not fast.
It's not fast.
Oh, stop it. We're attacking my things.
No, I'm just being fast. He's not.
This
Is you not fast?
Here. Thank you. Ryan, put this back where you found it.
On the ground.
I threw it on the ground. Oh. What a lovely plate of goop.
I told you.
Don't
You
worry
were
about the plate of
warned.
goop, okay?
Yeah,
It's an unrelated plate of goop.
yeah. That was a different thing. That's for another campaign. You don't know.
You're a liar.
Gee willikers, where is a nice, probably golden with a purple swirly butthole thing portal? Oh, look, there it is.
Oh, it was too tall.
Yes, it was too tall.
It was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So are we over there by the bars?
So you are coming in this room where there is a large group of people. Now figuring, probably should have gotten minis for the NPCs we were bringing along as well.
Mm-hmm. And an elephant.
We got a child.
Do you have an elephant?
No, I don't
No.
have an elephant.
Nick,
There's no
why,
elephants in here.
Nick, why do they need an elephant?
Because I was explicitly given at the start of the campaign the
Tree
ivory
token?
elephant token again, and said, "This is what you get as your magic item." Of course, you use it during the finale.
Yeah, when you need an elephant.
Exactly. He wasn't super great last time at the lower
Sure,
level.
that's probably a little more magic than Eric is, but sure, we can go with him.
There's nothing more magic than that.
Dragonborn.
Except for when he's a fighter. Because he's Eric.
I don't know. He played a Crusader in another game, and he was pretty normal.
Was that Eric Rasbrod in the other game?
Yeah. But that was Pathfinder.
So, you look through the bars, and there are groups of people here. There is... make... two of you, or someone can help someone with, can make Arcana checks.
Not it.
Mine's a +4.
Yeah, you're the intelligence person in the
Well,
group.
I'm actually trained in Arcana.
What is it bigger than a +4?
It's +6. I'm
Okay.
trained in Arcana.
Then I'll help
Do
you out.
Oh, God, he's rolling a dice.
No, we'll roll separately. You roll and I roll.
Yeah. I help Beth. You said two people.
The bonus is not enough to outweigh the Austin.
Make sure someone gets guidance before you do.
And hey, you never know, and I'm rolling on the thing. I rolled a 17 and an 18. Thank you very much.
Why would you roll 2?
Because
Advantage.
someone's help.
Oh, I thought...
Oh, you're helping him? Okay, I'll just roll.
Advantage.
Nope.
So, who this? Did you give guidance to her, or did you take guidance?
No, I
I
don't
took
do anything to
Okay.
me. I got a 17
No,
plus 4.
I'm good at this.
I
I
got
did
7
my
plus
own
4.
thing.
I got a 7 plus 4. I got an 11.
I got a 25.
Perfect.
I went to college for this.
We bullied the check into scaring it.
It's not even
And one of
bullied.
them
I
was
just
good.
rolled that.
Yeah, we didn't all jump on it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not a billion bards.
Not bards or, divination wizards and... Wait.
Divination wizard.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't portent it. I used all my portents for the day.
Yeah.
I'm out of
Close enough. That'll be our little
Oh.
guard guy that has...
I'm out of portents.
The child.
You know what we forgot to do when we first got here?
What?
do our 10-minute cat nap? Or did we do that at
That
the
was
end?
at the end
We've
of
done that a
Oh,
while
okay.
ago, yeah.
We've had a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that before you left because you didn't know where you were coming into.
Right.
True.
But I still don't have very many spell slots.
No.
No,
We're
it's
still down.
short rest.
Yeah, I remember we did do it because we discussed your replenishing with sorcery points.
I managed to arcane recovery, 1 spell slot back.
Yeah, I'm all out of level 3 slots, and 2 of my level 4s are gone.
I have all my superiority die.
Yeah. Short rest. Prayer healing, putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 5 of my sorcery points.
I mean, we might not have the raw cash, but we could probably trade in a magic item for the platinum that they're asking for.
Per person?
And waiting in line when we need to get the portal up and running to the outer universe.
Well, theoretically, it's still already up.
Well, that's going someplace.
Here, it seems that they have crystals. Mind crystals that glow and faint, that are like sort of melting into some sort of power source here. And as you watch, say, a family come through of nobles, that basically provides the enchanter over here an object which they basically balance around all this crystal apparatus here. The portal at the far end opens for them to go. It's a process that takes 1 or 2 minutes, but basically it seems that basically they are using it here to open a portal. The portal is going somewhere based on where things are being put in there. So they are. It is not that it is a. It has never been a broken portal. It's a portal where you have to give it enough power, and you have to give it the correct destination. That's what you are given the objects for.
So, I on...
Nope. As. The legendary artifact goes into the power generation.
Which is back there. I goes here.
Yes.
Okay.
Rather than let you dispute what I just said because I was not clear enough, I'm just going to say yes. He's got it right.
Okay, so I there, crystal there. Or that.
No,
As.
the big
Axe.
Artifact.
I have both the as and the I.
I have the as.
So you're
Oh,
spending
never
a
mind.
couple
I have the
minutes
eye.
observing how this works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're trying to figure out, what to do, go out in line, break through, you do start hearing just screams from the people out in the line.
In that case, move up to these bars. Are they liftable or are they just...
No, they are all solid bars across there. It is an observation area for this.
Tap on it? Is it adamantium?
No, you would not think it's probably just iron.
Start breaking through.
Prepare to intervene on the guards.
Prepare to intervene on the guards.
Specifically with we've got a power source that'll keep the thing open.
Yeah.
So you can actually put people through instead of all this hubbubaloo.
I put the
Much more fiendish than LA looks, but there you go.
yeah, I get L.A., the Ludwig and the boy, and Rasprata, tucked in so that they can go through the hole. And
What
out
do
of
you
the
have
way
to?
the
What are you breaking it with? I suppose is.
Well, he's got the as.
Well, I'm not using the ads. I never had a time to attune to it.
You don't have to attune to it. You just have to use it to break the hole. The attunement is just for special magical powers. It's still a +3 magic item.
I don't know. Does it still get the D12s and all that, or is it just...
The D12s are for attunement, I believe.
In that case, I already have either +1 maul or an adamantium greatsword.
Probably the
Sure, just-
adamantine greatsword.
Wait,
seeing
no.
how
I think it's silvered, actually.
yeah, silvered is not as good.
yeah,
Because
'cause
adamantine does double damage to structures, as I recall. Or is that like an old rule that I'm just thinking? You could have just taken them off the board, but no. Had
No,
to
they
send them through.
teleported away.
Yeah, had you managed to attune to the ads, we could have. You could have just made all those bars go away. That's something the ads could do.
When
and
when a
as
weapon,
you're working
weapon or
to
piece
break
of
through that,
ammunition, hits an object, the hit is a critical hit.
Idiot. But I only have the silver great sword, so
So as you're being breakthrough, the guard here that's supposed to be guarding here is having to come out here to liberate things as people are trying to, you can tell, break down the door at that end. This guard here does try to intervene, being far enough away.
I'm trying to give him as much cover as I can.
Can someone give me the eye?
Oh, yeah, I can give you the eye.
And can I also take the ads?
He's
Yeah.
yes.
so you can Misty step over and start the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I'm also going to greater invisibility myself.
These are both good decisions.
It's like
But you have to greater invisibility. No, you can cast spells with greater. That's right.
I only took greater for that reason. I don't have normal invisibility. I'm
Yes.
just greater. Cool. I'm invisible.
let's say here. You see a brief moment across there of sunlight drip through, and you think that's a little strange. Because you're pretty sure that you're at least half a mile under some mountain.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
As this blackish, purplish ooze just drips down and spreads out within the chamber. In front of
Okay.
you.
All Father protect us.
Okay.
Steve has come.
I Misty Step.
Where do you misty step to?
30 feet from where I'm at into this chamber, closer to this.
30 feet?
Yep.
Invisible. And
I've got
with
invisibility
that, I'll
for a
let you
minute.
get there first, and we can then roll initiative.
Okay. I'm like, hi, I'm Misty Stepping. I've got the things. I am doing this.
2.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah, I don't have much option there.
24.
9.
See if the monk beats you.
7.
16. I get advantage.
Mm.
It's the only thing saving with my +1 initiative.
-1 initiative. I rolled a 3.
No, the Sentinel Shield doing good work.
I get a +5 to initiative. Because I'm a barbarian. A Dexy barbarian.
Sexy
that's
barbarian.
Bless you.
It's weird that the Sentinel Shield grants an actual bonus, but then doesn't require attunement either. It gives you advantage on initiative checks
Nice.
for no attunement.
Let's see. What a Dexy.
No.
I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And I'm like, no, that is what it says. Does not require attunement. Also advantage on perception, but that's less relevant for me.
Okay. What are we gonna do? We're gonna keep him there as an NPC. Going to quickly find.
But yeah, that's pretty useful for only an uncommon.
Oh.
While holding this shield, you have advantage. Technically, you don't even have to be wielding it. You just have to be holding it.
Humanoid. Here we go. And of course, it gives me the name, but not the page, so I still have. Gotta love the 2025 Monster Manual.
This is new and different, and therefore bad. Also, the organization structure is completely changed, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
You
there
can
have been
dislike
some-
things for other reasons other than new and different. Every time I don't like something, you're like, "Whoa, because it's new, different." Like, no, because it's worse.
I have found some parts of it that are good. In fact, I wouldn't mind having 2 monster manuals, one with the old organization structure and one with this one.
Yeah.
Well, good news. You're an adult with money. That can happen.
Well,
they would have to make it.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the other end of the spectrum where nothing can be criticized.
Okay, and then so before much more happens, Octavian, what would you like to do?
Draw a weapon, catch on fire, and take a guard position. Well, actually, I have a pointy, stabby thing that's a piercing damage thing. Is there a way that I believe this could be helpful in damaging the grate that would be keeping us out? Or is this like a task for the slashing boys?
The classic, can I cut this rope with my bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, or can I can I help destabilize these iron rods?
The first question is, are you strong?
No.
But his weapon does a lot of damage, and he could probably hit those things.
Yeah, it's a flaming sword. No, strength is someone else's problem.
It's mine. It's like I take care of strength.
Technically, I have spells, but they're not useful. I can levitate, I have beast sense, and I have shocking grasp. Because air genacies are neat. It's too bad they don't exist anymore.
Why not?
They did not get reprinted, therefore.
Yes, which is why the book includes rules for using older things.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
New edition comes out and you just see the white wave of old material destruction.
It's like, nah, they don't have the legacy tag, so I think they're still good to use them. There's an older version of Genasi from the Elemental Evil Player's Companion.
Mm-hmm.
That's got the
Yeah,
legacy
that
tag.
one we got rid of, yeah.
That's got the legacy tag.
I am trying to figure out the stuff for damaging an object, which I know is a thing in here. And so now I'm looking for the organization of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
They never gave us Zill, did they?
Well, at least it's, super useful or whatever. Previous version, the Dungeon Master's screen had it. I wonder if the new Dungeon Master's screen has it. We'll never know.
Hope so. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that yet. All the things I own that I've not even seen.
Apparently they printed them in Fiendish Folio.
Object, armor class, and hit points. Perfect. Yes, it has what I need. All right. So, so yeah, you can. I mean, I guess technically no. Yeah, no, you could hit it with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit it with my flaming magic-y sword then. Does an 11 hit?
No. I mean, it hits, but it doesn't. Not
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to swing again. Does 28?
Yes, that'll damage it.
Do they also have a strength break DC?
They should somewhere, but that I didn't see with this same thing, so I might have to go back to the book if you need that.
Okay.
So 7... 18 damage.
So, substance, this is iron, has 19. A medium-sized object that is resilient has, on average, 18 health. So you take your spear
Sword. It's a rapier.
Rapier, and you just kind of like cut across the bars enough that they break there, and as they fall in the middle, they're like hot, like just sort of fitted in there, and so as they go, boop, 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 boop. Let's see which one. So that's probably what
Metal pipes.
there. So yeah, you just.
Well, that solves that problem.
Yep.
Love it.
I turn to Ludwig and the child, and I'm like, go ahead of us. Now, I don't know if I can use my movement to push them through because I'm out of actions and bonus actions, but if I can use my whole movement
They
to...
can at least come
Yes,
out.
if you want to use your reaction when they leave your attack range, you can push them.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
It gives them 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'm not going to do
To which
that.
case, of course, the two mages running this kind of are like, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa." Fabien.
Black goo.
Yeah. That hasn't done things yet, so they haven't reacted to it.
Fabien, start using charisma and, talking them down that we have a better energy source and destination.
Well, this isn't like a heavy religious center, so I probably shouldn't use trust me, my God told me so.
Yes.
But then again, gods are
Trust
real.
me, my God told
I
me
don't
so.
suppose you have suggestion or command or dominate person or...
I have none of those.
because they're evil.
I also don't have any of those. I came packed with like travel spells, my dude.
Yeah, and
I
he
have some
he
utility
wouldn't have-
spells, heals, restorations.
and some of those are too high level for him.
Yes, I am multi-classing, which means
Well,
I only have 3rd level spells.
How's your persuasion?
The same as all my other skills, +6.
Which ain't bad.
Ain't bad, yes.
So, if you're not murdering goo or other things, persuasion's not a bad step. Or aid. Or are we still under the effects of aid?
Probably we might still be, because we only took a short rest, so we should still have 8 up.
Yeah, because it's an 8-hour thing.
Because I only cast it shortly before we went after Jafar.
In the house, yeah.
So it's probably been really push it like 2 hours. So we got like another 6. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend the action for that. I'm going to thaumaturgery to make my voice loud.
Huh?
And so that everyone can hear, because I imagine there's lots of shouting and hooting and hollering.
Yes.
So I am doing that to make a persuasion check to calm people down.
Okay.
That we have the tools to keep the portal open. And therefore everyone can get out. How do we do? Hey, roll a 17. That's not bad. 23. That we have a divine relic. We can keep the portal open.
Yeah, but where to?
Not here.
Yes. I need to get to Torgar.
Safer. You can always go back to Torgar later.
Torgar is also going to be.
Oh,
I'm not talking at all. I am
Yeah.
invisible.
Invisible
Sorry,
person.
that is.
But no, you very much get
Death
the
thoughts.
feel. It's not that it won't stay open. I mean, they have the material enough to just keep running it. It burns through it.
They keep
But for
wanting to
anywhere
switch to the
they're
death-
trying to get to, it stays open just fine.
Yeah.
The destination's the important part of away
Yes.
from the dying sun.
Yes, it's a safe place. Whatever. Whatever. I'm trying to keep people calm and not slaughtering each other in panic. Orderly queue, please. I'm trying to enforce a little British decorum on these people.
Breaks through iron wall. Order!
Line up, in a line, queue up.
It's like we had a line outside. Yes, but I hear screaming and dying out there. Orderly queue.
You can go outside if you would like. Is that an effective end to combat? And we just have to...
I don't know. If nothing else, we've still got this stuff because this is happening.
So the black blob reaches out to grab the enchanter that is there, like, basically trying to say, hey, back behind the... Ah!
Does he get spaghettified?
No, not...
Is it like an Ark of the Covenant type situation?
It could just be super. If the gray goo went universal, and it's just an ooze.
Yes, both of
An
those.
exponential replicator.
Finally, Jubilex won the day.
That's bad for them. Yeah.
You rolled real nice.
Let's keep those dice out in case we need them. But they're... Who's trained in Arcana?
Not me.
That one.
You feel it's almost like force within this blob that is like just ripping bits off of them as their skin leaves their muscle and muscles string out from their bone. But it feels like a magical force effect. It's just tearing them apart
Awful.
until they're no longer recognizable as a person.
Well, that's bad.
Awful.
Quick, use an anti-magic field. Yeah, I didn't even come packing to spell magic, man.
I got to spell magic.
Niah.
Oh, it was me?
Mhm.
Okay, I go up to the circle thing. And I don't want to go onto it. I just want to
Put
put the
yourself on
eye
there. You will target it.
on the circle.
Which one? And did you collected what?
I collected the beholder eyes.
Yeah.
The big one.
The big one?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's got the eye and the as.
Yeah, I got all the things. And I put the big beholder one on there.
Okay.
As a big eye just poof.
Yeah.
Arcana bead.
Use the D100.
It's not that big.
It's pretty big. Isn't the beholder just all eye? And then his eye tentacles? No, there's a mouth on them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
Alright. I put the big beholder eye there.
Down to 20.
And then, is that, do I still have action, bonus action, some movement? How much do I got?
Item interactions usually an action.
Yeah, that'll...
That'll
For
my
that
action?
one? No, that... I mean...
It's like
Are you just dropping it there, or are you trying to place it in a specific way?
Do I need to place it in a specific way?
You don't know.
Well, we saw the other people when we were observing them placing
Fiddle.
it in a specific way.
so. You might want to just leave it there and have Austin do it on his turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope one of my teammates will actually take care of that. I want to get the things in their places.
Okay, so let's say that's half of a movement to just get it placed there,
All right,
and you get it down enough.
all right,
and
and then
you use 5 feet to get close enough to do it.
all right. So I use whatever rest of my movement that
What's
I
your total movement?
30.
30, so 15, 20, so you have whatever.
All right, and then I will Misty Step for the next 30. My last Misty Step was my elf thing. I don't know if I'd used it before, but I don't remember. So
I mean,
I stole it.
if you're using the
Are you
bonus...
trying to go avoid the guy that's there?
Yeah, avoid the guy.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you don't have access to that. Never mind.
Okay, that's 30.
You can use
It
your
was a bonus action.
and movement for placement, so you can use your action as a dash, which will give you more movement.
So yeah, so I still have my action left, so I will action dash over to the thing. And if I can, as a movement, place my next thing in there, I will.
Because it took half
The
your thing,
axe.
so if it's more than 15 feet, you have to wait.
Was that more? I didn't count on my list.
So you can either wait,
Mm-hmm.
or you can make we'll say a what would be throwing? Would be athletics. Acrobatics.
Oh, I don't want to throw it. I will wait.
Like ranged attack.
Sure, yeah, we can do a ranged attack.
With a legendary item,
Oh,
that's
wait.
probably a bad idea.
I'll wait.
You just toss it. It's
an
not
artifact.
far.
Niah is a patient. She's invisible. She doesn't have.
Also, it's an artifact. We would need like an orb of destruction to break it.
We're not worried about breaking it. I'm worried about breaking whatever we hit with it.
Yeah, and though it's gonna potentially give away my
Great Axe.
position, before I move, I'll just have called out. Someone make sure that Beholder Eye actually does its thing.
The
As I
empty
run.
space next to these people just starts talking at them.
Yeah, I just as I run.
Yeah, she's running.
Let's see.
So
Go
she
on.
runs, screams, teleports. Runs some more.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Who do I got around me?
Civilians.
Eric right there. Stranger, empty space.
And Ellie.
LA's past Eric further.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you could if you grab both of them, just start hustling towards the portal.
As for consent, let's move.
No, he's a grappler. Consent is not required.
Makes it easier, but it's not required now.
Well, then he would have to use his attack actions.
He gets to move like 100 feet anyways.
So it's like you guys don't want to be moved?
I'm
They're
holding
closer
the portal.
to the open portal, so you'd pass them if you went towards it.
Yeah, I
And-
somehow ended up on the other way down here, which is fine.
There
Yeah.
was also a guard here. That,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm holding portal.
All right. Well, I'll use a bonus action to click my heels together, so I can double my speed.
Vroom, vroom.
Because there's no place like home.
Yes.
He puts his Crocs into sport mode.
It's like to
what,
Eric and
raising
Ellie,
the
I
little
guess, and he's like, "You
backstrap?
two
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go?" To Eric and Ellie, "You two ready to go?"
Of course.
Grab them both, and then I'll drag them into the next room.
So
How far are you moving?
Uh,
And you're not teleporting through objects, correct?
no,
No.
I'm not teleporting through objects. I got 110 feet of movement,
Zoom.
and they don't slow me down at all.
just be like, sit here.
Do I still have more movement left?
Yeah, you 110, you still have 30 feet.
Okay, then I'll start heading back.
Now the question is, do you still have an action to dash? Or
Uh,
or is that both
No,
movement
because
and-
that's grappling. I'm pretty sure it's action.
Yeah, I had to grab both of them. That
Okay,
was what my action was used on.
that wasn't
Okay.
a free item interaction with consent?
No, not with people.
Well, that's what the consent was for.
He's already doing dope monk stuff. He doesn't need help.
Alright.
You can go and grab the kid and the guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric might be able to do a thing. It's like, oh,
Time
one of
stop.
his spells might.
Eric having time stop would be the most Eric spell
No, this Eric is not nearly that powerful.
yet.
Sometimes Eric's die low in the power levels before they get
No,
brought
they
back.
never die. They get cursed into forgetfulness and cast into a different world for being obnoxious. As they gain levels, their memories come back.
But whatever. Our actual main campaign, Eric did get to the level where he could have gotten that spell.
True.
No, if
I just
Eric,
imagine.
I'm
with
guessing the artifact is probably less than 10 pounds.
yeah, it's a great axe. By stats, it's a great axe.
Yeah.
You feel, yeah, I mean, you feel the
I'm 11.
The
7 pounds.
as trying to pull its way out of your grasp.
Isn't she and it invisible?
Yes.
It's invisible as well.
Yeah. Equipped items are not in fact visible. Otherwise, all the floating clothes would give away.
Whatever. I
Well,
thought she got them from him after being invisible. So
No, she grabbed them before she was invisible.
Yeah, I was like, hand me all the things. I'm gonna go invisible and Misty Step.
No,
You were
never mind.
doing
We'll
your
just skip
drippy
his turn then.
things.
Frank.
Through the portal.
Was Eric trying to take it?
Yeah.
Why?
To put it in
Because he has Mage Hand and he could have moved it the rest of the way.
Oh.
But you're too stealthy for Eric.
Aha.
Sorry.
And he doesn't have permanent true sight.
No.
You only got 20-foot movement?
it would be like 30 to move through these people, so I can only get 20.
Use your action to...
I wanted to do a different thing with my action.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. I cast Magic Missile at the darkness.
Okay. Roll damage.
We'll probably have to attack it, so. Or it's just gonna exacerbate the problem. Who knows?
Well, he is. He's attacking the darkness.
I know.
1, because of the joke, but 2, I literally have a 5th level Magic Missile slot. Might as well.
A magic missile, that darkness.
The oncoming annihilation.
And Steve. So that's 3 down. Damn, spell. Why don't you do what I want? Well, that's a single dice. Just move. Go away. 3 plus 1 for every spell level above 1. So 3 plus 4. 7. Gotcha. 2. 4. 8. 11. 14. 18. 22.
25.
Plus 7. So 32 force damage.
Yeah, no, it knocks part of it back, and I mean, it definitely seems to hurt it. But it does seem like it's probably pretty resilient. Just double check. Yes, force damage does seem to hurt it.
Mm-hmm. No.
It's like, wait a minute, there is an immunities column. Let me just look here. No, we're good. But also, it was funny just to make you roll a d4 a whole bunch of times. That was great.
Oh, does that need to be up here?
Very easy, huh?
It's so easy. You just pick it right up.
Oh, yeah, I guess using an item, still casting a spell. That's right.
If the item says cast the spell.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Then
it depends on
good.
how the item is worded.
Well, we'll go with I'm good for now then.
Okay. After Frank is. So he will carry the child up there.
2 cast. Okay.
Double moving it, half movement carrying. Octavian.
Well, where am I? Is this me?
Yeah.
No, you're the cop. He's all in white.
What? Alright. So I had to be at the wall to do that. So these guys
And
wouldn't.
then you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I have 35 or 30?
Hard to-
45.
Yeah,
Barbarian rolls.
barbarian.
40, 45.
I don't remember when the barbarian gets their speed boost.
Yeah.
Which levels?
So there's that, and then I'm going to use a second wind as a bonus action, which can give me half of my movement speed without provoking attacks of opportunity. And then I'm going to do an intimidate check on that guy to help make sure the battery is set up correctly for the magic item that's going to be placed there. I think intimidate is like one of the only things I actually get.
That is a barbarian skill they can learn.
Yeah, I have intimidation. So that is 18 for my intimidating. I don't suppose I get any bonuses. And features. If that would not succeed, I will spend another charge of second wind to add a D8.
Go ahead.
Or wait, it's a D10, right?
Your ability.
Yeah, I know. Let me get to it.
It's like, you should know.
Yes, I...
Or you can look it up. I've had to look up so much stuff. That's perfectly fine.
That's true.
We're still learning this.
Yeah.
It may be 5th edition, but 2024 just changed everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like I wasn't looking stuff up in the old edition.
Yeah.
But
Like
I knew where to look it up. I memorized the order of the book.
Yeah, it's a D10. Seven. So, 25.
Okay, what effect? It just goes on the bronze, man. It's just...
Alrighty.
I mean, he is right there going. Is that it for you?
Yeah, and you clearly hear me yell at him that he's going to help set it up.
He'll step back. I'll go ahead and put NPCs here because they didn't go at all last round, so they'll just do that. They're definitely taking advantage of the fact that this is open to...
This has happened.
Yeah.
Why aren't you back at your farm? Oh yeah, it's because you're dead.
Huh?
Bunny.
Huh? What?
He's talking about his old character, Maribel.
Oh.
It's a mini that was used for a previous character.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't pay much attention to the minis.
Well, they weren't bottle caps. What? They're not even interesting.
They're not useful. They're not bottle caps.
They're very useful and interesting.
What about this guard? Is he going to continue outside, or did he die?
Yeah, he's further along. He's dealing with the nobles on their end, and also the other areas where this stuff is happening out there.
He's busy gatekeeping.
Fabien.
You must get to the eye and use arcane checks on it.
Yes, that was your yelled instructions.
I think it can only just get there.
As you move along with the crowd.
Gents.
Single file?
Man of schooling, both academic and...
Is that close enough to orient the eye?
You can use a stick trim, push it. You don't see necessarily a way of orienting it on there so much as it's on a magic platform.
Oh, so I don't need to do anything to it?
Yeah, you think it's fine.
Okay. Then I don't even need to roll, which is good, because I've rolled like 3 dice above 10 today, and I don't want to touch them anymore. And I don't want to.
Well, you can run now.
Yeah, okay, so yes, that looks fine.
Okay.
Good job.
I was given vague answers when I did it, so...
He's trained in Arcana.
Right. No, I get it.
Nope, you nailed it. Good work.
you have any blasty spells? Oh, healer and restorer?
Die, civilian.
I don't think you understand what this we're doing right now. We're fleeing. Stopping to fight, slowing. You're gonna have a terrible time getting to the portal in time.
Nope, that only does damage. That doesn't actually ward an area. I have no ability to ward an area. Protection of energy only works on energy, not force. That doesn't work on that. I could... Yeah, I've got no like spells I can actually do. Other than just trying to keep people moving.
So is that it for you?
I get an action, so I can get here and just guide people in. Wave people forward the portal for when somebody puts the thing on the thing and it opens up.
Okay.
Theoretically.
You done?
Yeah, I got no other things to do. Well, I guess nobody's getting through there anymore.
Yeah.
Rip. Rip F in the chats, people.
Oh, and we've lost.
Oh, well, I guess we all died then.
Oh no. Oh no.
The ooze moves forward, engulfing a few of the civilians and over where the eye was at.
Or are we attacking this? I didn't think we could fight it.
Oh no, we just lost.
Niah.
You still have more eyes? Put it in. We'll try to blast it off the platform.
Yeah, I use my object. I put the as in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it's a divine rock and it'll
That's
self
what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yep. You put it on there, the guy helps straighten it out
Yeah.
where it's sitting, balancing properly, and there's definitely power orienting without a portal around.
And I have the rest of the eyes. I will move up enough to get to look at the ooze.
Okay. 15, 20 would give you sight. It's not really that low on the ground. It's engulfed
Okay.
and
And then
splashing about.
I feel like I heard that force damage is bad to it, but I don't think I have any force damage spells.
I'll even say it briefly opens up a portal and then goes away. Because you did that right after it engulfed the thing, so it wasn't fully dissolved by the point that you...
Okay, cool. Well, that's sad. I'm going to... damage it somehow.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt, fireballs.
I'm on 3rd level spell slots and 4th level spell slots.
Oh.
So I can upcast it to 5th level.
That's even more damage.
If you want me to just waste my 5th level spells.
Well, it's literally the end of the world, and we need to get it off the platformy thing. So.
Yeah, I don't have very many spells right now, but sure. Fireball at 5th level.
Where are you targeting the fireball?
The blobs.
Okay, and it's how big of a...
I don't have my book.
30-foot diameter.
20-foot diameter, isn't it?
I think
No,
it's
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
There you go.
So 40-foot diameter is what we think.
Yeah.
But we're gonna look it up.
There's just a bunch of
This
it.
is my stressed voice. I am stressed now. I am so sad. You were supposed to be nice to us, TM.
Yeah, 20-foot radius here, centered on a point.
Yeah, 20-foot radius sphere.
So, which point? You saying right here is the point?
No, more towards the middle of it. Where that empty spot.
This one?
Over. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to use any sorcery points for that random dude? Or push it back a little?
If she wants to, she can just raise it up into the air to reduce the area that the fireball's hitting on the ground.
Or F that guy.
No, do I?
Roll. I believe there's probably
Dex saves?
Dex saves for me. What's the DC?
17. I need to be able to roll dice, so I can't have this book anymore. Thank you. Oh fuck. 8d6.
Yes.
For
It's
third.
up class
So
to 5.
9 for fourth and 10 for fifth.
And you said 15 was
so
the
an
DC?
extra d6 for every
17
level.
is my spell save
Yeah.
DC.
10
So yeah,
10.
10d6.
Okay.
And if I meet that,
Pass.
Yeah,
I
meat
pass,
beat.
okay.
Meat beats.
2,
pass, pass, fail. Oh, and
4.
not that it probably matters, but fail.
4.
Not enough dice?
Not enough dice.
Sure, you're so sad to need more dice.
4. 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
8, 9. Still missing one. Last random handful. Come on. I'm
She
a
has
dice
plenty of dice.
goblin. I like the dice.
As long as we all know our parts.
I'm also scared to roll the gemmy dice with
This is
the
fire,
metal dice.
Is fine.
Okay, those were bad rolls. 6, 7, just 10, 8, 8, 10. This is a really sad amount of damage. 6, 9, 29.
29. Oh,
Fire.
enough. Fine to get rid of that.
I mean, that's like kind of
Divided
that's
by
average damage
Sad. It was a sad amount of damage. It was not good damage.
divided by 2 again.
I know it's not doing much damage to the squishy things either.
14 times 5. Plus the extra one from the one part of him that did not make the save, and that got added, so 71 damage.
Nice, very well done.
It segments.
It got hit multiple times.
Okay. Interesting.
It is still all up and about, but
Did it feel like I did a good amount?
yeah, you could tell that it looked like it hurt it all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that is, I moved, I cast a spell, ooh, I cast a spell. How did my
Wild magic.
How did my wild magic again go?
You've used skilly things. You potentially used whatever ability.
Would you
You've had
like to
time.
activate wild
You
magic?
can activate it if you want.
I will activate wild magic if I'm just being allowed to do it.
You've had enough time of in-between stuff that you could have used your skill thing, so...
Well, I definitely tried to make a skill check with the persuasion, and you didn't tell me to roll, but...
That's because with your bonus, I knew you would have gotten it. I don't remember what persuasion.
When I tried to talk to the guard about letting us
Oh.
in, and it for sure did not work because you were just like, money please. But you also didn't ask for any checks. I
Well-
also am not the most persuasive person in general.
They also didn't try to arrest us, so we might have succeeded, just not enough.
It's like I'm persuading it. It's a minimum wage worker. They're immune to your persuasion.
Right.
They, for some reason, really care about this job.
Corporate
Alright.
is holding a noose around their neck. They will not
So
bend.
we're just letting wild magic happen, and I'm rolling a D100.
Yes. Or is it a D20 now?
D100. 20.
Ironically.
You are subjected to an effect that lasts for 1 minute unless its description says otherwise. Roll 1d8 to determine the effect.
Is this the colorful hair things?
Might be.
Going bold.
1. You are surrounded by faint ethereal music only you and creatures within 5 feet of you can hear.
So you have a soundtrack over in your visible corner.
You have to be close, but if someone gets close to her
So
invisible
you
self,
cast a
there's
spell and literally boss music?
It's
But no,
playing boss music.
only right around her. You guys can't hear it.
But I can't. And my invisible self starts jamming. Oh yeah.
Ethereal music.
Ethereal.
Ethereal boss music.
Ethereal boss music.
I'm a go.
You have entered the Twilight Zone. Anything else coming from your way?
I'm also going to bonus action innate sorcery, so my spell save DC increases by 1.
Would that have changed any of those successes?
No, it doesn't matter. I'll do it afterwards. I'll just remember for the next time because I
okay.
forget about it. I'm not used to the sorcery.
So you use that. Got it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Go on.
It can go on the Hunter's Mark and Hex list of things that everyone forgets. Oh, and Raging. We would just add it to the list of things everyone forgets to do first.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it is Sorcerer Rage, basically.
Yeah.
It is Sorcerer Rage, basically. But it's my spell save increases by 1, and then I have advantage on spell attack rolls, but I don't make spell attack rolls
Because
because I was
there's not enough high-level
told,
spells.
and I was told to not make spell attack rolls. I was told to get saves.
They are better.
I guess I'll head over to the where the beholder eye was on the platform
Okay.
and see if I can.
Punch
25?
it. Punch the goo.
I can stay back from it because I can use.
Oh yeah, just elemental whip.
Elemental punch the goo.
Yeah, I can elementally attack the thing. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and try hitting it with some thunder damage strikes and see if I can push it back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you do Force as a choice?
Only if I'm within 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you can use Force, we know the Force and Fire apparently work.
Yeah, I could choose fire.
It's like, is there a check to notice if one damage type hurt it more than the other so far?
So far, things have just seemed the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is resisted?
26 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and so... 20 damage. Thunder damage. Does that damage type
Seems fine.
seems fine? Alright, and DC 17 strength.
Or be pushed back.
Or be pushed back. Yep.
Just punching a slime away.
Yep. Get away. Get away.
Get away now.
A little aura to push it. It can't counter.
Was the slime not expecting this?
I'm just trying to figure out what... Because it's not... It's... What? Read your thing!
When you deal damage with elemental strikes, you can force the target to make a DC 17 strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target is moved 10 feet toward or away from you, and I choose away.
And it doesn't have that
And
size
no restriction
limitation?
on size?
Punch a dragon!
Get away.
Officially gargantuan because is all one entity across.
No, I love the thing. You're just on the ground, just a bunch of bugs.
What's better is someone is over there at one portion of it trying to examine it, and all of a sudden they just get engulfed.
Well, no, I'm only going to let it affect one segment in the same thing, but yeah, I will let that work.
Is the eye gone?
The eye is gone.
Unfortunate.
It's okay,
No,
I got
keep
the
knocking
extra
it back.
small ones.
Well, I have, I thought I had the eyes, didn't I?
You gave them to her, so she
asked for all of
you,
them.
okay, yeah, then yeah, you have all the eyes.
So yeah, you're able to knock it back. It got 16.
Unfortunate.
And I'm
Keep doing
assuming
it.
you knock it off the platform.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Hit it again, Rocky. Maybe knock it away from the only exit. The people are trying to get out of.
I was trying to knock it off our platform.
Yeah, but it's also covering the door. And
Officially speaking, you did in one turn break through and there's bars all along there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It took 2 attacks though.
This guard, by the way, is still... He managed to stop 2 of the people that were trying to run out towards it, and he's still hassling them. He's ignoring the death oncoming and just really enforcing the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next one's 11 damage and same strength DC.
Do you move, I'm guessing? Because you have to stay within 10 feet, is it?
15 feet's my reach.
Okay.
So no. He just smacks things.
So on success, no movement?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, 19. You said how much damage on that one?
11.
Got it.
Oh yeah, that doesn't do anything. Let's see. Flurry of blows. Uh, 19 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Does the strength thing eat a key each time? Or is that
No.
just... Oh.
No, it's just when I have my ability active.
Oh. So, I'm guessing another roll?
Yeah. He's gonna keep getting hit with it. It's 8 damage and another roll. Oh, and just to see whether or not I can do it, Stunning Strike.
You do push Stunning Strike in addition to the thing?
Yes.
You push him back.
And,
he is not stunned.
okay.
Kills monks, man.
Natural 20.
Miss it. No, that one hits too.
And deal 18 more damage to him.
Did you want to follow the one you were hitting, or like pull this one slightly out of position?
I'll go ahead and punch the one that's like close to the other people.
So this one.
Yeah.
And it needs another
Strength save.
save. Success.
Does 18 hit?
Yes.
How many attacks does Flurry give you?
3.
3 more.
Oh.
14 damage.
How much did your crit do?
18 damage.
18.
Ah.
And another
Yep, and another strength.
19.
Yeah, it's like I believe we decided 8 fails.
Decided, like it's not a number that's already been pre-written down.
Yes.
Is that it for you?
Yep, I've moved back away from.
Yeah. Well, where do you want to move?
Just basically anywhere you're psycho.
Yeah, he was using his
I like that.
bender powers to knock it away.
I'll go. Who's that? Next to Ludwig and the kid, I guess.
The garden kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ludwig is the guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There.
After Golan is Eric.
Whoa. All right.
All right, let's go. Let's get this going.
And Ellie.
Frank.
I swing it this great.
Oh, I see why.
It might hit, but probably
I missed with an 11 because I rolled a 2.
That's right. It's not just about hitting the bars. It's about getting a nice, good, clean smack.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really nail it.
Plus 10, so 14.
Miss or not damage.
You couldn't quite use
You
it.
could have broken glass with that, but not much more.
Got to get that good square there.
29.
29, you could damage adamantium.
Mm-hmm. No, just have to.
You do not have to smite the bars.
But we would be in here in very bad trouble if I don't.
You do imagine that ooze is perfectly capable of going right through those bars.
Exactly. And getting to us, whereas we aren't.
Besides, God hates bars.
It's it's probably why I made a room of civilians with bars, because I was anticipating more, probably someone had dimension or something that you guys would just pop through, and then I would let you witness all of them getting engulfed. Instead, there might not be a lot more people than I was originally expecting getting through here.
So 3d8.
Yeah, I don't have dimension door. I didn't grab it.
I don't remember what you
Thought about it.
Doesn't have it, can't have it, can't have it, can't have it,
Can't have it.
can't have it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did think about it, but I was like, no, I'll be fine with just a misty step. It's fine.
So 6, and it automatically bumps to a 3, so 9. 3, so 12. 15. $22. Is my mind just... Oh, very good.
It's more than he'd done.
Homemade.
Just big hammer.
So as the guards hassling, the wall just...
Hey!
Yeah, it's noisy. You probably won't notice.
And yeah, that's action, movement, bonus action.
Alright.
Hell, no. Ellie's smart and actually gonna cast some damaging spells versus Eric, who's like,
Let's go!
Then again, we don't know what Eric is right now.
Up there as a fighter.
Probably multi-class, but at least a caster of some level.
Well, he could just be a rogue with,
Arcane Trickster.
yeah.
Yeah, because he did have mage hand.
Mm-hmm. That's all we know is he had mage hand.
Could just pick up the feet.
Mm-hmm.
Never know with Eric.
Just shouting in the back, "You can do this! I believe in you!"
I'm a bard. No, you're not, Eric. I don't know what you are. Did Eric have a musical instrument proficiency?
At one.
What,
at
the
one
sorcerer?
time.
No.
He was a sorcerer, no.
Yeah, no, I knew he was a sorcerer. I didn't know if he bothered, going in.
She's going to just do a quartet of arcane bursts. First one going wild and just against the wall. She didn't wait to stop until she did, so. That will hit. Will hit.
What's Arcane Burst?
I believe it is one of the new cantrips.
It's
Or first level.
Yeah, it's a mage thing. Yeah, it's all. They're all NPC stat blocks.
Oh,
I did not
okay.
custom build character sheets for my
I
NPCs.
I
Who would do that? That would be so much work.
I didn't. I stole them and then changed them to fit my needs. Like you were fighting Grog and Vexali in the last fight.
But they're still PC stat blocks.
Oh, no, I took a bunch of stuff from them. You would have been screwed if I left them with their artifacts.
Yes, they're artifacts.
Plural.
Yeah, plural.
Some good damage out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. That type's wrong.
I have to write this down as I go, 'cause I gotta memorize.
As he rolls, just wastes his own time.
No. He knows what spell she has. He knows what things it has. Never two shall they meet.
I actually haven't looked at what damage type this is dealing yet, so.
Real good rolls on her end.
Damage of your chosen type.
Yeah, but what does she choose?
Yeah. Apparently acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, psychic, or thunder.
If it's Sorceress Burst, they're D8s,
It's
not
arcane
D10.
burst. And
Yeah,
it's
they're
force
D8.
damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
it's
got-
D8,
she's
not
got-
D10, so
I was
it's
like,
not the
she's
same
running
thing.
an NPC block. She's
Yeah.
not using a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what he said when he's using his downside log. I'm like, oh, it's not a spell. It's an ability that
Yeah.
NPC block has.
Yeah, there's spells on there, but I'm like, she has a really great spell for this. She's not in a good range to do it.
Get closer.
But she'll just go ahead and take that 85 damage.
That's pretty good.
I mean, most of
And
those
I'm
were
going to-
above the 5 range.
Yeah, no, there were so many 9s.
And she missed with one.
Yeah, so she only got to deal 3 of the 4 hits.
So whatever she is, she's packing some heat.
Yes.
She an archmage or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this
I was
is
like,
this
step
is
block,
this is
arc
her
mage.
far enough advanced that she has gone through multiple planes. With as powerful as she was last we saw her, and
She's been
God
hopping
King.
around.
in Aeroterra.
Like she said, she's seen 17 apocalypses already.
I mean, they've been running from them.
Oh.
They've been running from this
Ah.
until they got somewhere that had a prophecy that could get them out.
Oh, I was like, what'd you do? You brought this here? You did this? throw her into the goo.
Otherwise, Octavian.
Oh, it's my turn. What do you know? Okay, so I'm going to reach up and touch my bow. Give myself an extra d4 damage.
Rub the bow.
10,
It's
15,
his emotional
20,
support
25,
bow.
30, 35, 40.
It's an emotional
Very sleepy. Hit the gate. The bars.
To let these two being hassled out.
Yeah, if you're gonna hassle them, I will deal with you.
Hey, now! It's private property!
16 hit?
16 hit? No.
What?
I don't think so. The bars?
Yeah, I think it's like an 18.
The bars are iron, so no.
Reckless?
Only strength, I believe.
strength weapons.
Alright, well, swing again. 18?
Nope.
Well, I wasted my turn.
Alright.
Advantage on attack rolls using strength.
So dumb.
It's like they built a class around strength, and you said, F you.
They didn't have any good tank classes.
There's a bunch of them.
It's like cleric, paladin are both great tanks.
Nope.
Yeah.
What makes a tank class to you?
The ability to take damage.
That's not a tank class. That's durability.
There is no difference between those two things.
A tank has to be able to incentivize people to attack them. Otherwise, they're ignorable.
I'm pretty sure that my tank is incentivizing people to attack them.
Yeah, that's the point. Clerics and paladins make good after.
No, what you're talking about is an off tank.
Yeah. Clerics are good targets because they can get their durability up, and they've got lots of self buffs, and they're
No,
a
they're not
desirable target.
durable. Nope.
They are.
They do not have constant resistance to everything.
Sir,
but
it's in
psychic.
there. Am I allowed to leave it? Sir? Sir?
You left him. He's like, I have to hold it steady. He intimidated me real bad.
No, I told him to set it up correctly. I didn't say he had to stand there and hold it.
Unless standing there and holding it's required.
Yeah, in which case it sucks to suck.
Otherwise, Fabien.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, I am
Here, have some
rolling.
force damage.
I am rolling absolutely terrible.
Spirit Guardians is Radiant?
Oh.
Radiant. Yes, Radiant.
Did it used to be force damage?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Vortex of Teeth was.
Yeah.
It's Radiant. Because the goo moves before I do. Someone will get up here and
Why is
Yeah,
this?
the goo's right after you.
block the goo.
Why is this a +9? Isn't proficiency bonus is 5, right?
That's good.
Our proficiency bonus?
Is your weapon a +1?
It's a flame tongue rapier.
But it might not have a plus. So
we're
9.
a +4 proficiency
Okay.
bonus.
Yeah, it's like I have a plus 10.
Because
with
that
it.
wasn't my question.
Yes, but that information would help me know if you had the right.
Yeah, but that wasn't my question.
Yeah, concentration.
So.
That's why. I have +1 from Kate, that's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing
Like,
else
my
I can
con
do. I don't
save's
have a
10,
bonus
I was
action.
confused.
But Spirit Guardians does reduce movement by half.
Within its range, yes.
Yeah, within the range.
So this particular blob is slightly slower as it tries to engulf him?
Well, isn't it just falling from the ceiling?
Yeah, it's still like a thing coming up to the ceiling. Like, it is still connected over here to a hole in the ceiling that it needed to be through.
Okay. I thought it was just kind of plopping out flat.
Nope, it is still stretched up in there, and no, it is not flat. It's probably easily somewhere between 4 to 8 feet tall in different areas of it.
Do I have that? I do not have that extra damage on melee
here?
attack cleric power.
Yes. Yes, I confused you with an NPC and I moved you.
Yep.
You suddenly got an extra turn of flee power.
So yes, I'm not going to attack it in melee with my mundane, non-magical weapon.
Okay. It's probably a smart idea.
So I'm just going to hold here.
Stand there with your spirit guardians going?
Yes.
Its turn starts.
And invoke the protection of the All-Father to shield this place.
And what's the radius?
15 feet. From me.
And it takes damage as soon as it enters.
Or the
What,
start
is
of
it
its
the start
turn.
of its turn?
Start of its turn or
No,
enter.
it's when you enter the area.
But if
So
it's
on
already
his
in the
turn-
area.
Him walking in would have triggered, and if they end in there.
Let's see. Whenever the emanation enters a creature's space, or whenever the creature enters the emanation or ends its turn there. So if it's touching the area at any point, it takes damage.
Well,
If
you
it leaves
you
and
moved
comes-
into there, so you
Yes.
would need to do it on your turn. You wouldn't
Yes.
end your turn without doing that.
Okay. Then yes, they take. They need wisdom saves, right?
Wisdom. Huh, it's wise too. It's got everything.
Yeah. Any other creature.
It's a DC.
16.
Pass.
They take half damage.
And they don't make it in.
Oh, they still get half movement.
Well, I didn't know if it took one save or each section took a save.
It's wisdom that is a mental.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Because it's all one entity.
It's all one mind.
Oh, okay.
8
It's
radiant,
different areas trying to dodge out of the way.
8 radiant damage. It's
Each
already been
section.
halved.
It's already been halved.
Already been halved.
And
One,
that
2,
is
3, maybe 4.
8 radiant damage. On my turn.
3.
So they're already in the area. If they end their turn in the area or leave and re-enter, they would then take the damage again.
So technically, this new blob will be entering.
Is this
the
one of the ones where you
area.
can walk back and forth and really mess them up, or is...
No.
You could only do it once per turn.
Yeah, a creature makes a save only once per turn. That's the key word there at the back.
Which is why you go ahead and hand yourself off to your friend on his turn, and then he drags you back in and you do the damage again.
And then your next turn also does the same thing.
Yeah.
He will engulf you.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen, but this was the option here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
You need a strength save.
I'm not particularly good at those. There we go. That's a regular roll. I rolled a 5 for a 6.
You are engulfed. While engulfed, you have total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the blob. And when the blob moves, the engulfed target moves with it. Non-magical object is destroyed after spending 1 minute engulfed. While engulfed, a creature takes 66 force damage at the start of each of its turns, is suffocating, have the restrained condition, and repeats the save at the end of each of its turns. Engulfed creature that is reduced to 0 hit points dissolves to ash, which is ejected into the astral sea.
Do I take the damage now?
Nope, that is at the start of your turn. You will, however, take the attack from its 2 pseudopod attacks that it is going to be beating you out with. So,
I still have AC.
And it misses.
natural 1 on an attack. Crit miss fails.
Yes.
Although that is going to be a 32.
Hits.
It's my
That
fault.
one, by the way, was really good.
No. It's my fault.
Why?
Because my AC is insane.
Well, he's also using one of the
My
end of
AC
the world variation.
Yeah, I
monsters.
know, but my AC's 24. It's my fault.
Hey, my AC is 20.
But that's only 16 force damage.
It didn't even make you have to roll above the normal
I
concentration.
forgot a number, but I already said it.
Uh,
I'll just let you have it.
I-
It might deal more next time when I add the other additive. But whatever, I forgot to say it this time.
Is his figure visible in the engulfing, or is it just darkness?
Yeah.
Vaguely. Not to detail,
Okay.
but you can tell where he is in it.
Okay.
Because those spirit guardians, you can see a definite edge to that.
Oh yeah, you
Is
got to
that
roll for
And then it's
concentration.
end of its turn.
Yeah.
It,
Thank goodness I took Warcast, which gives me advantage, because that 1 on
Yeah.
concentration doesn't help me.
did you cut concentration?
Yes, an 8
Then
is
you-
enough.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So all the blobs.
Yeah, it did.
entered
It does
in.
damage.
Now
So I need another wisdom save.
Oh, it ended its turn there.
Yeah. Wisdom save is going to pass. More than the...
You rolled higher than the number.
Yeah.
7 radiant damage for half.
To 4.
Well, no, that is half. Sorry.
Yeah.
14 radiant damage. Do your own math. Yes, no, I have Warcaster, which gives me advantage on those concentration saves, because I am loaded to the gills with concentration spells.
Mm-hmm.
I took Resilient to give myself advantage on the Constitution saving throw.
And that makes it... Niah.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, I see what's his face get grabbed, and that's not good.
Blast.
I'm still invisible. Yeah,
You're still invisible, hoarding all of those beholder eyes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So passing those out and spell would be good.
Where are my main friends?
LA, Frank, Octavian, Golan.
Okay. Him. Okay.
So probably Golan's your best choice, Mr. Speedster.
Can knock it off. Knock the thing off the...
Can I get over there with my 30 movement to Golan and LA?
25. You still got 5 feet to spare, and you're between them.
Okay, can I, like, two-handed pocket eyes into them?
Like, here's eyeballs.
Here's
3
eyeballs.
actions.
This is or more specifically, this is portal key. Because they can't see
Right.
you, you're just putting stuff in their hands.
This is portal
Slimy tubes with eyes at the end.
Right. Portal keys.
I will let you incidental pass off 1. I will let you action give as many as you want between the two.
Okay, I will incidental hand off 1 to Ryan's character. Might not be my best choice, but Monk can move fast and push it away, so I liked that last time. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will action Fireball.
Okay. Are you going to use your thing to cut him out?
Yes, I
He has to
will.
look over.
Yes, no, I will assume that he's in there, and I will use points. But I'm using my 2nd, 5th level spell slot to 5th.
And where are you targeting?
Not at the edge this time, in the middle of the goop.
Didn't
Like
you...
towards the ceiling?
Yes.
I mean, remember, it's tall. It's not actually laying
yes,
on the
I want it all to be in goop.
floor. Is it up here? Okay.
Sure.
You also wanted to be reminded of your +1 to spell save DC, sorcery point.
Now it's an 18.
It's in. And it's, what we decided, was it 20 foot radius?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, easy enough.
Yes.
So yeah, my spell save DC is an 18 because of my bonus action that I did last time. Which also means that I can for free use 2 meta magics. Magical. Okay. So I will careful spell. And...
It's Dex, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the max damage one? That'd be neat.
I don't think so. What's that one?
I don't think it exists.
Empower.
I do have empowered.
Oh, really?
But I don't think
It's
it
not-
does the same thing.
Yeah, it's not max damage. It might just be some
Yeah.
rerolls.
I think it's re-rolls. Empowered. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll a number of the damage dice up to my charisma modifier. Use empowered spells even if you've already used a different meta magic option during the casting of the spell.
So yeah, empowered.
Yeah, empowered and subtle spell.
Wait, why subtle?
Because what's his face is in it?
Oh, careful.
Careful. Yeah, not subtle. Careful. Sorry.
I don't want him to know I'm casting this.
Well, being
Good
invisible.
news. Good news. He can't see you.
Okay, I have 3 right now. Okay, and I've not rolled damage. Sorry. I'm too many things. 5. Okay.
But technically, our big beholder eye could still actually exist because it takes a full minute for it to dissolve.
I'm keeping my 5.
No.
That's object based. This it did not.
Yes.
It attacked it.
Keep this 4. I can re-roll my 2s and hope for better. That's a 2. I can re-roll 5 of them. Let's see what happens. Potentially these 3s. I can roll up to... That was a 3. That was 6. I'll go for more. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, fuck. Okay. I'm done. I re-rolled 2 of them. They were worse.
This is some Farkle stuff going on right here.
Yes. Yes, it is. 10, 20, 39.
39. 2 times.
Yeah, there's not a lot I can do in there while restrained. And suffocate.
No, you're pretty screwed.
But no, I don't agree with you. If we're gonna call this anything, we should call it Eric Grassrada's universe-destroying goo. As the name of the bad guy.
Divine
Steve.
intervention. you have a divine intervention.
I don't.
Okay.
He's
I'm
not high
sorry.
enough
That's
level.
it. Just
Oh,
for how much hit points the thing has for its next section.
And I don't
It got-
have wild magic.
It got
torch.
It has-
silly close to it. Okay.
He almost burst a section, and it has 1 HP for that section.
It has twice as much.
2 HP for that section.
Yeah, Divine Intervention just lets you use a spell.
All right.
Oh, they changed.
Is that it for your turn?
Unfortunate.
But isn't that spell Wish?
Yeah, I
At
don't
level
think I
18.
have any bonus actions.
Is it level
At
5
level
or
20, rather.
Um,
Regular Intervention is 10, and you get 5th level spells.
if it's
8 5th level spells.
hold on.
Does it use your slots or?
No, you just get 1.
When you cast a spell, it has a cast.
Yeah, it's an ability that allows you to mimic
bonus.
a spell cast.
I could also let you use a bonus action to hand 1 off if you would like to use your bonus action that way.
You've already cast.
Same as you did with your incidental. I'll allow that.
Without expending a spell slot or needing material components.
So I could do it.
So it
to
follows Wish's
a
principles.
Cantrip. Make a cantrip a bonus action.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it only has 2 HP on a section, if you hit it, you can pop Austin out.
Okay. Then, you think that's better than handing off another eye to LA?
if you pop the section, I believe if it's the last one that it is, it'll uncover that. And
Okay, I'll try it then. We will use 2 more sorcery points to change a cantrip into a bonus action, because you can't modify a spell this way if you've already cast a level. Oh, it's a spell. Can I do it to a cantrip?
Cantrip is a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I can't do it. Okay, then I'll just hand it off.
okay.
Give another to him or give one to LA?
Give one to LA. Divide them.
I thought Quicken Spell you could cast cantrips, just not leveled.
That was like a 2024 change, I
Yeah,
think.
when you cast a spell that has a casting time of an action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to a bonus action for this casting. You can't modify a spell in this way if you've already cast a spell cast a level 1 plus spell on the current turn, nor you can cast a level 1 plus spell on this turn after modifying a spell in this way.
Cantrips aren't included in that.
So in other words, it doesn't let you do multiple.
You can't spend more than 1 spell slot a turn.
But her other spell that she did was that, so she couldn't use
Do a
it
cantrip.
because the other spell she did was level 1 plus.
But I then couldn't.
Oh, so you can double cast cantrips but not anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can make it where you use a bonus action for a big spell and then do something that's not a spell with your action.
Yeah. But that's the whole point. It's basically just 1 spell slot.
So
a
it's
turn.
just an order of operations thing?
No, because you can't do it afterwards either.
You can't do 2.
Well, she would have used Quicken Spell to cast Fireball, and then she could use her
But then-
action to cast a cantrip, right?
No, you can't.
No,
It specifically says you can't do it.
Yes, she
you
could have
can't
done
do
that,
it.
but then she couldn't have done the
no,
other.
no. Nor can you cast a level 1 spell on this turn after modifying a spell in this way. So I
You
could
could have
have.
made your level 1 plus spell the bonus action is the point.
Right, but
So
I
make
could have.
Fireball the.
I could have
But
done that.
But you can't.
But after.
But you're limited to how many.
I could have though, because I've got innate sorcery open, which I can spend 2. I can use up to 2 meta magics, but I used empowered, which I can use even if you've already used a different meta magic option during the casting.
Yes.
So
Empowered.
Okay, because
I
of that,
could
then
have.
sure. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So you make your fireball the bonus action.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, if you
I'm
didn't know
so
that, yeah,
sorry.
Empowered is like the only meta magic that has that rider.
Yes.
That you're allowed to tack it onto other spells.
Which means I'm down 2 more sorcery points.
Yeah, all the others are like you can only meta magic once, except for
Right.
Empowered.
Oh, the fun part is it's a cantrip, so if she misses, it's a high AC. It does no damage.
True.
Yeah, I'll
But
risk
yeah,
it. LA doesn't have one, and I'm
Okay.
doing my Sorcerer's Burst.
But yeah, the standard combo is quicken a spell and then cantrip them in the face.
Sorcerer's Burst. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, psychic, or thunder. Fire's been seeming to work for me, so I'm just gonna stick with it because force is an
When in
option.
doubt, burn it.
When in doubt, burn it.
When
Okay.
in doubt, burn it out.
I cast Sorcerer's Energy at 1 creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack. Roll against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 damage. I don't need these.
With exploding 8s.
Does it not have the increase at 5 and 10?
It does.
Yeah, okay.
And
At 5.
then I also have an 8
And 11, right?
sorcery open, so I have advantage on spell attack rolls. And it's a spell attack, so I have a +1 wand that I cast it with, so I get to add +1 to this, right?
Yes.
To my spell attack, so now it's +10.
Mm-hmm. Because I have a +1 weapon. That's what mine is.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 plus 10, so 28.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we just want. Oops, all 8s.
And you get 2.
I do get 2 because we're level 10. Okay. 6. 3. Fuck it. I'm going to sorcery point empower this one.
It's like 2 will do it, but if you reroll and get 8s,
Yeah.
so there's no reason not to reroll both.
Also, you cast Fireball. Roll on the wild magic table.
Fire.
I did. I didn't roll on. I I roll a d20 and I got a
he didn't
10.
activate.
You only
activate.
get an automatic if you use a skill check.
Yeah, I'm not using one.
Yeah, don't you get it every time you cast a level spell?
Yeah, you roll it on a 20. and
Yeah, there's a
activates.
5% chance every time you cast a level spell.
Yeah.
Higher level, you can eventually get that, but you're not. She's not there.
No. So I'm rerolling them. Ooh, fuck. I think it's not. It's less damage. 8 damage.
Yeah, the main combo is you get to give yourself
6
advantage on a
damage.
skill check.
You may get rid of the large or any 2 of the medium segments.
I will get rid of the large and free my friend.
I am no longer suffocating.
Nor did you take the
You-
20d6
as-
or whatever.
As
murder
the glop disappears, you just see him sitting there looking serene, as if, of course, I will be saved.
Why? Because look at all these, radiant angels flying around me. The Allfather protects.
Yeah, the bottom.
End of your turn?
Yeah,
Bottom
that's the
section
end of my
of Tides
turn.
of
Sorry, that
Chaos.
was so long.
If
Go
you
on.
cast a sorcerer spell before you finish a long rest, you automatically roll on the Wild Surge table.
Is that for 2024?
Yeah. It's whenever she casts a level spell after she's used that D20 ability. She
Wait, and so that's what happened the first time that she has music around
Yeah,
her.
she
She's
hasn't
hearing
made a
music.
check yet.
She hasn't done another
But
check.
right, that's the point.
the music was for this fireball.
Yeah.
No, it was the last turn. So it already activated, so she would have to use another skill check to use that again.
This is the second
That's
fireball.
not every time, it's the next time.
So she has to use the skill to take advantage.
You must cast a sorcerer's spell or finish a long rest before you can use this.
Yeah. You get to stack it to get an automatic, and then you have to use it again to get another automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to take advantage someplace.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Come on. You have an eye.
and it's open.
Yes, I excluded everyone who's not evil ooze from my AoE.
Okay.
In case that wasn't self-evident.
Golan just run. She's raiders through. The eye pops.
I was
Why were
hoping
you
that
targeting
asking me,
objects?
Ryan. That's what I was remembering.
You can probably put it from there.
Yeah,
I'm not using a whitelisted
You're
spell.
immediately after the blob. Everyone is between.
yeah. I passed the beholder eyes onto the pedestal.
You have one. So yeah, you said it there.
Yeah.
And purple void starts just immediately spiraling at the end there.
Okay.
Go.
That's theoretically fine.
And grabbing.
I grab.
Hmm?
He's coming with me.
You should leave me. There won't be somebody has to stay here to keep the eye going because these people won't be able to get through the portal in time. Those people are too far away.
Yeah, the glob is going to keep moving. You should probably damage the glob.
We need at least another turn here. Not yet. They're not
Oh,
out.
wait. When the portal activates, is the beholder eye absorbed or is it still there?
It's sitting there.
Okay.
So it
has to
can
stay
smash it again.
Yeah, because the last one got smashed.
Okay.
Like I said, it has to stay there. I have to escort the eye.
The only problem is we know it could just engulf you and the pedestal, so more damage.
Hey, this is symbolic.
Yeah.
Alright.
Plus, if I don't try, no, it's like we need at least like another turn. Because those people back there probably only got their action plus dash, and those guys outside the bars probably can't make it in that.
At least one of them is not trying. He's just trying to stop the other.
Oh, then screw that guy.
So,
Well, at least all these people,
so who actually needs saving?
all these idiots.
Anyone else, any civilian that's not us.
The furthest back civilians might be the ones to...
To try to
Even if
get
you just
over
move
to.
them a little bit further.
So I grab that guy.
Yep.
And
That's
then,
it. That's not a civilian. That is a civilian. That's a civilian.
then I also grab whatever the person in the white headdress there.
That one?
Wait, so did you actually? You came up to do the. You came up to do.
You put the
Item
eye down.
interaction, so free.
So I've got those two. That's Grimes over there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. And that
me and Bob.
Yeah, so that's Octavian and Grimes and whatever the guards, the guy being the jerk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And who we got here? Pink belly dancer or what have you?
That one?
NPCs.
Okay.
NPC.
Technically favored NPC.
But she has an eye.
Yeah, but she's
No, she doesn't.
Oh, I thought.
I
Bonus
tapped
action to
another
pop
spell.
the.
Oh, okay.
I was like, getting that spell felt more important
And it was.
than.
So
I don't actually have that spell.
then I'll go over here and I'll use a bonus action to also grab her too.
Okay. You got 3 people?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeetus.
And then I'm gonna go over to the portal and chuck them in.
How much movement do you have still?
You had 110. You had to move
So-
over there.
So
So I started here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
He doesn't have to go.
I don't have to go that far, Nick.
25. Like, yeah,
And then-
that's 15.
And then go back, which is
30,
35, 40.
40. Picked up.
Yeah. Then 45.
60. 65, 70,
50.
75. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can get to the portal.
Yeah,
With his
the-
110
And
speed.
tossing them through?
Oh,
You have to
50
remember
zones.
that 60 comes after
yeah.
45.
Yeah.
No. 50.
And
Either way,
No.
he has enough movement.
for this turn, I have 220 feet of movement.
Oh. Okay. So do you just toss them all the way through?
Yes.
They're
I
safe.
didn't see them go through the
Hopefully.
portal. I don't know if they're okay. That's better.
Oh, okay, good. Whew.
That's better. Phew,
Whew.
phew. We thought he missed it for a minute.
Oh
there.
no. Did they miss it? Oh no, she made it through too. Okay, we're good now. Phew.
And then you still have movement if you want.
And then
Grab
place
more
yourself
people.
on the board where you want to be.
Yeah.
Probably closer back towards the ooze.
Yeah, you need to punch the ooze. You're really good at punching ooze.
He used his abilities.
Yeah.
He's out of
Well,
punches.
yeah, not right now. You
Yeah.
need to get close to punch the ooze.
Well,
Well,
no,
now-
he doesn't need to get close to punch the ooze. He doesn't need to be in this
Is that it for your
building.
turn?
He can punch it with his mind.
He can do dope
Eric.
monk stuff. Wee.
Geronimo!
Why do you know that word? Because
Puts
I
on
have
a,
no doubt he said Geronimo.
Of course he did!
pulls out a fez, puts it on. Geronimo.
Frank Grimes.
What you got?
The power of the stars. Because I feel that's... I don't know. You think my smite does more damage than a level 5?
You have to hit it.
Yeah.
And probably not.
Yeah. Roll. 21. So 28 force damage.
28 force damage from...
The power of the stars.
Magic
Okay.
missile.
Or do they auto hit?
Yes. Magic
Magic
missile.
Oh.
It's
No,
magic
no,
missile.
there's a reason everyone loves Magic Missile, and they developed a magic item specifically to stop Magic Missile. Because the most dangerous group of people is level 1 wizards.
A lot of them just...
Alright. Working your way back up.
And... Nope. Leveled spell. Still can't cast it as a bonus action. Yeah, I'm good.
Only one spell slot. Or, yeah, I guess you didn't spend a spell slot, but you still can't do another one.
Yeah.
Because it's a leveled spell.
But I do have 3 more stars, so...
Not this one. The other one.
Yes, it's like I thought about smiting, but I could miss, and then
You
it
know,
could-
if we just stick with basic 2014 5e, we don't have to look any of these things up anymore.
It's a spell. I
disagree.
still have to look it up.
I would have had to look up.
Can't we just be
Magic
happy?
Missile.
Stop it.
This is fine. This new one's fine. Fine.
Also,
Fine.
the old one
It's
didn't
not.
have blobs of
fine.
annihilation. This is new.
This is an Adam thing.
No, it's
I mean,
really not.
it's Adam in that I've taken off its legendariness because
That's just mean at this point.
because when I'm putting up you against something that's supposed to be CR 23, I felt like I had to do something to
You mean you don't just throw them up against 2 level 20 characters and be like, good luck?
No.
No.
That's weird. I totally did that.
That's not bounded accuracy.
Yeah, because that's weird.
You almost won.
So we playing your game if we had.
It's like we could have won if he wouldn't have had the ability to heal.
Oh my god.
But he did.
But he did.
But he did.
It's like coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Like, on the verge of death, I should not have burst through that wall.
No, you shouldn't have.
Whoopsies.
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 She's decided to use her close-up Archmage punch.
So, she bursts out a cone of cold.
Nice. I wanted to grab that spell too. Instead,
No,
I grabbed.
clearly, I spend the rest of my life trying to convince some living person to resurrect Jim, but not her. So spend the rest of my afterlife trying to get somebody to resurrect Jim, but not her. To split them up.
Rude.
I mean, Jim would get over it.
Exactly.
He would. Let's be honest.
He could
He
remarry.
was not invested in our relationship.
Yeah.
No, you were insane in the relationship. Jim was like, I've liked this girl. We've been on 3 or 4 dates.
Yeah. He was the love of my life. Jim. You don't just determine the love of your life after 2 dates.
You totally do.
That's what I did. It's working out for me. You have a momentary pause. Where you're like, do I care about hair length? And you say,
Cold
no,
of
that's
cold.
vain and stupid. And you move on.
Like, his reliance fine. It's just gray.
It's the length.
Oh.
I never thought I wanted a guy with long hair.
I just
It's
don't.
pretty.
Yeah, and I just don't notice it on him because it's always tied up in the back like that.
No, so I didn't really think about it first date, and then second date I was walking behind him
Yeah.
And
to
you
the
just see
table
the
at
swing,
Applebee's,
swing, swing,
and I
swing.
could see it, and I was like,
Was that always
and like,
there? Did
like
he grow it up
mentally
since
had a
last
moment
time?
of like, do I care? And then said, I'm not that vain.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's clean.
Mm-hmm.
And it's grown on me. It's cute. I like to play with it.
I don't even remember him not having it. Was there a time you didn't have that?
Your parents started growing it in high school.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot shorter than, but probably by the time you met me, I was trying to. It was probably at the point where I couldn't quite pull it back when you met me, but it was probably, not quite Nick's length. Yeah, yeah.
And it's curly, so it's longer than it looks.
His is curly too. I wanna figure out girl products. and play
So
with
what,
it.
totaling,
So
whatever, 130 something.
But he's not interested.
You could probably make it super straight.
So I have straight hair. That's boring. So my hope
and
is
he's
that
here.
children will
He's
have curly
also
hair.
gonna jump through, and I'm gonna stop putting him through because it takes too much time. Octavian.
Let's fight my
He
arch
goes through,
nemesis.
and he goes through.
My arch nemesis.
And Beth
door.
likes to play with the toys too.
But let's be fair, the door has been D&D Nemesis for...
Christmas.
Why are we still hitting doors, you guys?
Because this person's not out yet.
And he won't go through
17?
the open door.
The
next
guard
one?
is blocking it. 17 minutes. No.
Yep.
You take movement.
Cling, cling.
At this point, it might just be better to go stab the guard.
Go stab the guard, Bob.
Bait and switch. He's over here now.
You just have an ability called bait and switch.
Yeah, I'm going to up my AC. Not the guards, mine.
How are you doing this?
It's an ability called bait and switch. It allows me to pull someone out and to put them behind me to protect them.
Do they have to be willing then?
That's a good question. Be funny if they didn't.
Creature is willing.
Oh,
He's not willing.
okay.
Well, you could go here and bait and switch the little guy.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over here and bait and switch him to like here. Because that's triangle-y, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then I'm going to be like, get out of here, kid.
I'm a gnome, sir, you racist.
And I get an extra 2 AC for doing so.
Okay.
And I dare that guard to do something about it. I will stab the fuck out of him. Because he's not an
I will
iron
write
dog.
you up, sir.
I'm just like looking at him like with a flaming sword.
Oh, you're going to resort to violence. Is that the way that we feel that society should have devolved at this point?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then pay with your blood.
And that's it for you.
Yeah, I had to spend a point for that.
Hey, is he going to provoke an opportunity, that guy?
No, he's not trying to attack. He gets there.
It would be a really bad idea for that dude to do so.
I just skewer that civilian right in the chest. Or, it's a dwarf hold, beat them with a stick.
I'm a dwarf. You're also 20. Okay.
We'll make it.
He's over there behind the wall. Run!
I would like to point out that right now my AC is 2 higher until the beginning of my next turn.
Oh.
That only gives you 26.
Yeah.
These blobs are
And
hitting
Fabien.
These blobs are hitting for 30 plus. I don't really have anything I can do here.
Yeah,
because
of
I'm already
concentration.
concentrating on that spell, and also none of my other spells are really important, so we're just going to Sacred Flame that guy.
I mean, if you move out and back in, does it trigger it on your turn?
Yes.
Yes. That would be the thing I would do.
Yeah.
You can still Sacred Flame them.
Yes, because I can... it doesn't matter. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to shoot it with the guiding bolt. 15 feet away, 15 feet back.
I need a wisdom save.
Ooh, do I want to guide?
No,
Yes.
guiding bolt would. Well,
That's an
I
attack.
think
roll.
he's using his
wisdom.
thing.
Yeah, wisdom
Yeah.
save.
Yes,
For
wisdom save.
Spirit Guardian.
The DC is 16.
16.
You critted that, so.
No, it has a 14.
14.
Oh,
But it's still way.
oh, the 2 was facing me, so I assumed that you got the 20. But no, it's in the wrong orientation.
20's over here.
Yeah.
Then 20 radiant damage.
To how many pieces?
Or half.
3.
I can do that math.
10.
Do I have a spell that does damage that does not require shooting them?
Probably told the dad, but it's another wisdom save.
Can you do your spirit weapon? Or is that a concentration?
That's concentration now.
No. Huh?
It didn't used to be.
No, it didn't. They made it concentration, so specifically you couldn't have Spirit Guardians and Spirit Weapon up at the same time.
Huh.
They felt that was a little broken for cleric to just passively be put out that much damage.
Oh no, not clerics.
Yeah, it's like that. Oh wait, I'm a wizard.
Oh yeah. Hold on to the list of spells.
No, do you know what I give it to? Magic Missile.
Yes! Yes! Brrrah!
It's only a 3rd level magic missile, but it is still a magic missile.
You already blow your 5s?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was in the first fight.
Yeah, okay.
Another reason I didn't want to go for the full CR
6.
23. Like, he doesn't need to be legendary.
9 force damage.
What?
Although, to be fair, also the way that he spreads and gets bigger and bigger.
Doesn't
That's the
level
thing I had.
1 magic missile get 4?
Yeah, level 1 gets 3, so
3.
Oh, was it?
5. Yeah, you're casting 5 missiles.
Oh, then I need 2 more.
Because I'm casting 7.
Just add just the 2 more, then just that damage.
Well, plus the +1 for each of them.
Yeah, 6 more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's 1 plus an extra, and I'm like, all right, 3 missiles, then +1 for the other one.
I was
That's
just
okay,
like,
I'm
I'm like
missile.
9. That sounds reasonable. What you
And then you
did.
stay there?
Yes, I stay here. They took damage. Oh, he's avoiding me now.
Oh, the guard. He's been
Oh,
taken.
now I have to actually fight through the freaking bars.
Yep.
The guard's out of your way, though.
Well, I've rolled under 10 for the last 5 rolls in a row.
Ah, there you go. There's one for me.
You need a strength.
I was like, hey, he had like 3 extra pieces there. Is it not going for me? It's going for me.
It's getting bigger and bigger and longer. He's able to keep putting out more and more.
I get a 4.
4 does not make it. You are once again engulfed.
Yeah, I thought about trying to water breathe myself, but nah.
And
That's
he
a
still
ritual.
has
I don't actually have
one
that
more
spell.
pseudopod for you. 33, I'm guessing is going
Hits.
to hit.
So I think he has to roll like a 7 or
22
8 for it
force
to not
damage.
hit me.
Damage.
Hey, it didn't cover the platform though.
Nah.
My turn.
That's what matters.
Okay. I'm. How far are we? 20? I think.
To make flowers.
Okay, it's from self. Okay.
Didn't you say that he would take damage from being engulfed on the start of his turn? On the start of, like, Fabian's turn?
And
Also, wasn't he supposed to take damage because he ended... Did you keep your concentration?
And new pseudopods entered the area, so they would get hit entering.
It's still the same creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
I made it without.
But at the end of his turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now the end of the pseudopods. So.
Oh yeah.
They
So they
roll
all take
again.
damage again. Because it's their turn. Good catch.
It's going to fail that one.
It takes full damage. Now watch me roll minimum. That was 4th level Spirit Guardians. I did not have a spell slot to make it a 5th level. Then they take 15 damage. Radiant damage.
To 4 pieces.
Nope. I'm getting 5. I'm going to call it 5.
Okay.
Yes, no. Warcaster and Resilient. I'm pretty darn good at this. Though I did come close that first time.
Alright. And now, end of its turn. Nah.
You might want to pass off another eye just in case. Dawn's
Yeah, I'll give Golan another eye.
I wasn't even rolling.
And
I was
then-
tapping my
Take
ability
your eye.
modifier.
Get out.
Yeah, you might want to just leave and throw stuff before you step through.
Are concentration saves automatic fails on 1?
Do we?
I would've still failed.
Do I
It
get the
would've been an
sense that it has a mind to it?
It's definitely resisted
It's-
mind-based things.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
made choices.
Then I want to mind spike it,
Okay.
so we don't have to get closer.
That's a saber sword.
Yeah, I just don't remember the. Alright, mind spike. 3d8 wisdom saving throw. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Fail.
It chooses success.
It
I thought you
chooses
didn't give it
success.
one.
Yeah,
No,
legendary
legendary
resistance.
resistances it still has. It's
Okay.
legendary actions that it gets to do, but after 3 of your turns.
Okay.
Those are the things I took away from it.
Yeah,
I
it
also
still
took away
takes
its
half
restraining glob.
Yeah, so you still get half
What?
damage.
Could have
Yeah.
just fling little.
Fling more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I instead gave it the spread out in
mind
sections.
Spike is a 3.
And when you kill it, you only kill it one section or number of sections depending on how big they are.
8. 16.
And then do I take half because success? Okay.
Yeah, I don't do math for you. Do your own math. I liked that line. That was great.
Fill your own water cup then.
Oh, no. It's only why you're being mean to me in DM. My husband, I do math for him.
Is that it for you?
Do
you move? No one knows if she makes it through. 'Cause she's been invisible this whole time.
We have seen spells being fired off from that area, though.
Yeah, I just stay invisible so they don't know if I move. I will bonus action dragons. No, I can't do another spell. Never mind. Yeah, I'll move closer to the portal. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's
Okay.
it.
Go on.
Punch it off of them.
You can't.
Yeah, he would move with it.
Oh.
But something that I can do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Grapple! Get over here!
I'm not resisting. It's a wall of pseudopod there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's...
But it's not your turn, so you don't get engulfed or take damage from it.
How much are we going to bend the rules for this technically correct ruling?
Roll 2d6, and you take that much damage.
That's dumb. 2, 4 damage.
I feel like it's very nice. He quickly pulls you through, and you take an incidental amount of damage.
Alright. Do you have any particular place you want to be dropped off at?
Away works.
Okay.
Hurt him. Get him through the portal.
You can be over there. Can I grapple Austin?
So so you can see him, but he does have total cover.
I have total cover, so no. There was effectively a thing between you and me. You can't walk through walls.
Yet.
Yeah. Yes, total cover is the big cincher there.
Yeah, because I can't bait and switch him out of it either.
You could try damaging it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to
Well,
do so.
technically, you could bait and switch me. You just wouldn't want to,
Yeah.
as that would not solve the problem.
No, it would change the problem.
And it's like, no, you're within 5 feet. If you get within 5 feet of me, you could take my place inside this creature.
But what you could do with that is extend the time, because it's at the start of turn beginning in there.
Yeah.
So you've already started your turn, and it would make it his turn, which is coming up.
Yes.
He's not inside of it. Give everyone almost a whole other round to figure out how to get you out.
Hey, we knew him best. He was a gallant hero. He would love martyring himself for us in the name of the Allfather.
You see, this is why I
No
don't wanna
rewards,
save him.
please.
Yeah, no rewards. He understands how valuable it is to not get rewarded for his righteous deeds.
There's a reason I'm not helping.
I got a question. So, I've got an ability called Step of the Wind, and it's got a heightened version of it. And it says when you expend a focus point to use Step of the Wind, you can choose a willing creature within 5 feet that is large or smaller. You move the creature with you until the end of the turn without provoking attacks of opportunity. It has...
I will allow it.
Okay.
Grab Ellie on your
You're
way.
basically, magicking out, yeah.
So, I'm good, close enough to grab him?
Yeah.
Okay. You're coming with me. And then I'm going to grab Ellie with my other action. Or my other attack. So, and then we're going to run into the portal.
You go through?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the rest of you make it.
I just look over like, have you ever felt so abandoned in your life on a dying planet?
Don't worry, I got us.
Neither of you are the ones I'm worried about. It's people that have had their turn since the blob.
Oh.
But after Golan is Eric, who's already gone, then Frank.
Summon Steed. Grab Bob, get on Steed, go up to the portal and have him. I don't have true sight. Grab up! I yell, "Grab on!" as I ride up to there, calling for Beth to grab the horse.
Yeah, attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I will allow you to...
I will definitely attack of opportunity my friends to grab on.
Well, I mean, you think you're talking to the little dwarf guy.
Well, I know Beth's in here.
No, you don't. Beth
No,
may
no.
or may not have gone through the portal already.
Okay, that is a true statement. So
So the little dwarf guy is going to try and grab on, run into
No.
Beth, and fall
My
into his
spell
death.
of music's still going on.
Yeah,
so
you
as
hear the music
you
as you...
hear the music as you approach me, and you're like, that sorcerer girl, she's around here somewhere.
Oh, so the boss music actually has a good effect.
this dwarf hears it.
Let's see, grappling. Because you attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Grappling is now just an unarmed attack.
Yes.
Um,
So she's just got to hit the horse.
yeah,
presumably.
so, yeah, whatever you need your horse stat block. Do you have that available?
Do I have to strength with it?
Creatures, you must have a free hand to grapple
You can do
another creature.
dex.
Do you have a free hand?
Yeah.
Or willing to drop something and leave it behind?
I think all I have in my hand would be my wand. I don't carry a
Are you still carrying the
shield.
all the eyes?
Riding horse?
No.
No.
I'll drop if
War
I have
horse?
any eyes in
It
my
comes
hands.
from
I'll
the
drop
spell
the
now.
eyes.
Okay.
Otherworldly steed. Yeah, got it.
60-foot movement.
Mm-hmm.
What's that in? Do I have to see unarmed strike?
Speed 60, fly 60.
Yeah.
Its
you're making-
AC is 12.
Yeah, so you'd make an attack. Right?
An
Or no,
attack.
your target must succeed on a strength or dexterity. Do you make the attack first and then have the...
Oh, no, it's just pure DC based.
Okay.
Now, you just use the action and then it's a DC struggle. So basically you could
Yeah, the
determine
horse
what,
can choose to fail it. so-
Yeah, the horse chooses to fail.
allows it to be grappled.
I will
grab on.
say the horse, you will roll a d20 for the horse. If it's above 10, treat it as a 10. It's not
I
gonna,
give you an additional 1d4 for that. By the
you
way.
want a low number.
Bane.
Oh, never, as a plus or minus. So yeah,
Yeah, so minus d4.
minus
That
it.
works.
Or
So roll the
this
d20
is
first.
a reaction. Is this gonna mess up my?
Yes, because you're using
Never
a reaction
mind.
too.
Sorry,
You need your reaction.
I don't have enough action economy for
Three.
it.
So, whatever that makes your... Actually, no, you don't roll anything, do you?
Nope.
No, it
It's
has
8 plus your strength modifier and efficiency bonus?
That's the DC that the grappler is setting for the person to make the save against.
Okay, so it's 8 plus your strength modifier and efficiency bonus.
8 plus my strength modifier. 12.
Correct? 12, so as long as it fails,
Yeah.
then she's able to grapple?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So I'm
What
guessing
about-
you have less than 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what
No,
about
it gets a +4?
what about the
So
dwarf
The dwarf,
or the boy or whatever he is?
you can roll. Okay, you guys are coming through.
10.
10, he does not quite get...
He still has a turn though.
Sentinel. He missed. I grab him.
I take my attack of opportunity to grapple.
So he would need to make...
No. Yeah.
Because you're trying to do unarmed attack
Yeah.
to grapple him.
Well,
Yeah. No, yours is going to be, again, that same,
8
setting the
plus
DC 8 proficiency
strength.
bonus. And,
No,
strength.
what's the kid's DC?
Oh, because I'm grappling him, so I'm against the kids.
You can't sentinel him. He didn't hit.
he would have
He doesn't have to. He has to attack.
Nope, hits
11.
a target other than you with an attack.
Well, we didn't roll for the hit. We rolled for the
Yeah,
the
I don't
DC.
think sentinel works off of that at all.
Okay.
Well, no, you have to see if
he's
he
behind.
No.
Yeah, that's a changed wording from the
But
old.
Yeah,
he
okay,
might
but
have a turn
yeah,
before.
yeah, but
He
the,
does.
okay.
Yeah.
So the kid tried to grab it, so he needed to roll to hit before he did the grappling DC. We just never did the roll to hit.
Yeah, but it has to succeed the attack or it doesn't trigger sentinel now.
Yeah, so a sentinel wouldn't have triggered.
Yeah, but it would have still hit even if the grapple failed.
Oh yeah, if it hits.
Right, because he didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't roll for the attack. Is
Yeah,
what
he
Bob
didn't-
said.
Yeah, because that's what we're saying is not
Yeah,
a thing. So
yeah. Grapple no longer has a hit roll. It's
That just doesn't exist.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
old sentinel was if it makes an attack.
So
Now it's if it hits somebody other than you.
as you find yourselves hopping through this portal,
He makes it. No, he doesn't. He trips, he falls. He takes damage, he's unconscious for an hour.
No, he hits the edge of the portal, cut in half.
Cut in half. The room fills with goo.
You made so many. You thought you needed so many.
I mean, those are reusable.
Yeah, I now have lots of ooze monsters.
Did the enchanter leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you were in here,
Back
he
when
waited
you
for you
had
to
a
get out of there. He was like,
wall of
No longer in sight. So I appear on a steed with a flaming sword, screaming, "No!"
You
As he's just sitting there like,
ghost.
so you guys find yourself
goes through.
wandering out, floating through darkness. You hear shrieks in the distance. You just float. You see in a distance others. What do?
Physical chain. Everyone grab each other. Here's rope. So we all...
I dispel my invisibility. And I'm hanging on the horse.
Hmm.
Ah.
Yes. So start passing out rope. So if we're floating through darkness, get some light up in here, and start tying people to us so we don't float away from each other.
move towards the.
Points of light.
There's a whole bunch of us.
Yeah, I have a climber's kit.
Yeah, there's
We're just in this darkness, though, like the same blob darkness.
No.
No, we're in the darkness between multiverses.
Oh, we're trying to
19 of you
find our-
apparently.
Yeah, so
No,
we just,
like a starless night sky.
Yeah.
all it is.
After everybody kind of gets connected up to each other so that we're all together, I take hold of the orb of my ancestors and start seeking their guidance on where to go from here.
I pull out my orb that always points north. I'm like, this isn't working.
Put on my sunglasses of true
Just spinning.
sight. Do I see any lights ahead?
Hey, I'd like those back at some point.
No, I'm using them. Do I see anything?
You do not.
Also, good question. Do we see Eric, and is he forging the way ahead since he jumped in early?
Yeah, no, he's
With
tied
the
with all.
Okay.
So you said there
you
were
make,
or were not points of light.
Insight. Is insight wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, insight. So I thought.
Insight is wisdom.
I help you think.
Okay.
Just on his back, rubbing those shoulders, going, "You can do this. You got this. You're the best."
I'm just on a horse, saying like,
You talk to your ancestors. This is how I do it.
He's 20 with the horse.
yeah, we got the horse.
I get a 22 insight.
22. You feel
Like a woman.
pulled onward. You feel like there's purpose. But the minutes pass on, or is it hours? You think it's hours. You start getting hungry.
Third star to the left, go straight on until morning.
I'm fine.
You're not sure how much time has passed as you're following this. It's this drive forward. But other people start to...
Indeterminate time. And or create, create food and water.
Yes. If
There's
it's that
no...
long.
Anything that might need a surface to put it on, there is no surface.
I can create surfaces.
Create surface.
Floating disc.
Since there's floating disc.
Yeah, I don't know.
I pull out. Well, I have a spice pouch, but I also have 25 rations.
Like it's ritual too, so I don't even have to prepare it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just pop that out.
So you start handing things
It
off.
follows us.
But after presumably a day, maybe more,
Or,
you
an eternity.
see
Oh yeah.
you see a point, a star in the distance.
It's like once we get to a long rest, I
Like-
can prepare making food.
Yeah.
But drifting onward towards it, it grows larger until you find yourself close enough that it's not a point,
Yeah, third level.
but
I
a
like that.
rip. Like a diagonal, jagged rip in this inky black void. And you go through it like water going down a drain. and you just find yourself suddenly cold as you all topple out, tied together on sort of a vast, snow-swept tundra, light hills.
Thank God we can carry the hills. It's how unfortunate that Octavian decided to stay in the rift. What a train.
But now you're found yourself on solid ground. And you find yourselves, as you're falling out, you see the rip almost as if it's a moment in time pulling itself back together. The earliest of you to go through are not sure that the ladder will make it, though the rope tying you together, you're able to continue pulling others out. And the last few, was he a boy or a gnome? We don't know.
I said dwarf, boy, gnome, someone
is eventually yanked out by his ankle, and the tear seals itself up and disappears. He smells sulfuric, but otherwise...
Pull out my orb of direction. Do I have a north now?
You do.
Well, I named this land Steve.
In honor of Steve, who destroyed the last world.
Yes, in honor of Steve, destroyer of the last world. May his dread overlordness not come here.
Cold?
It's cold, it's snowy, it's sort of a...
Are there... Sniffing the air, are there hot springs around?
So
You smell sulfur. You gather it was something to do with the tear that was sealing itself up.
Oh, okay.
It was going to almost burning its way through.
Yeah, we need volcanic activity for hot springs.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's cold up here, and we don't have much clothes. Let's head down the hill.
Start marching a bit, and it's hard to tell as the fog or haze or even snowdrift. But you think you spot a couple plumes of smoke in the distance.
Alright, I'm flaming sword for light on the way in.
Put the weaker injured up on the horse.
Do you go towards or away from the smoke?
Go towards the smoke.
Go towards the smoke.
Nearing it, you find wooden palisades. Sort of a bit of a fortress.
Wooden
Hail.
Palisade's not exactly a fortress.
Yeah.
It's an outpost.
Hello there, we'd like to speak to your leader.
Hold on.
It is a fortified...
Yeah.
As we all pull out our stamp books. We need to speak to your leader.
I believe this calls for a hail.
Hail.
And there's a... man, that being so... Mighty foul weather to be traveling in such
Yes.
numbers.
We fell out of the universe's butthole. Can we come in?
We are refugees.
You're a strange individual, aren't you?
You have no idea.
As he
Please.
picks his head up, it's a green-skinned man with sort of a short mohawk. Well, you consent to leaving weapons in the gods' home.
As long as we don't give up ownership,
When you leave,
Okay.
we've got civilians.
he marches down, and they basically 4 or 5 guards come out, and they pat down, taking weapons. They're aware of what spell components and such are as weapons, but they'll introduce things of them.
They pat me down. Here's a dagger. Here's a dagger. Here's a dagger. Here's a dagger. Here's a dagger.
You find the accent's a bit weird, but the language comprehensible.
Still common.
Not common. The words are different, but you understand it.
I hold my holy symbol and see if I still feel connection to the All-Father.
You feel the ability to pull power from it.
Mm-hmm.
but it's different. It's not the All-Father. The All-Father does not reach here.
Thank God he's got subsidiaries.
I mean, you can still do the Allfather's work. Still have the power to do the good work.
You are welcome into a orcish encampment. You seem to number probably a quarter of the people that live here. In who you brought. So, definitely making a stir.
These orcs, so we get good drink and food.
Aye.
Southern barbecue.
You're hungry?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Well, we're not hungry, but we desperately want food that isn't made with magic, because that food is not great.
It is perfectly nutritious.
Comparatively to the
I don't know. We have infinite spices.
We're not
frail
quite infinite, just a lot.
looking
It does
orc
work.
female invites. Well, come. I'll prepare up a boar.
Nice.
And she invites you into
How
the
tall
home
is
of
she?
the tribal leader.
How tall is she?
To
We pull out our books.
welcome to the longhouse where they welcome you, and I'm not sure to believe if you are all insane, but it is a large group to share the same insanity. They're at least intrigued by your tales.
Can I offer to sing songs for them?
You can make a performance check. I will give you a chance to fail.
How rude of you.
That's it. You're all kicked out. You're all kicked out.
I also, Tides of Chaos, grant myself advantage on this.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Natural 20, plus a 9. So 29.
Almost impossible.
Of course, adopted into the family.
Right, I use my lyre of illusions and cute little, like, butterflies and flowers float about me as I sing of our tales.
But the Nectrit tribe invites you in as family, or at least to wait out the season.
Hey,
You
do the
perhaps
hard work.
find a
Yeah.
wonderful green woman that
Yeah.
you've been searching for all along.
I go in search of my green-skinned woman while I'm hearing this.
At this point, you're not sure. It's not specific enough of a prophecy.
It's like
Take them all.
Find the tallest one.
it's just like this was part of the prophecy of me saving the tribe. I'm not sure it didn't stop the end of that universe, but apparently this is my next step.
You still have your ancestors
Yeah.
with you. You brought them along.
I will consult with them and say.
that's my boy.
Oh, okay.
In the family of the leader, of course, ingratiate yourself to the leadership of the tribe.
Then I will do so with my skills and abilities.
Now start taking barbarian levels for ancestry.
It's an encampment. I'm a healing focused cleric. I'm amazing.
It's an encampment.
You
I'm a
start
fighting
feeling over
focused
time-
barbarian. I'm amazing.
Knowledge of who you are now pulling power from, who the gods here are. And it's strange,
Chooses to
but
take
there are
neuter.
certainly valiant and good deities to connect your souls with.
Are
It's
we,
like,
are
we
we
don't need
having
the
like
Allfather to do the Allfather's work.
are we having like a merger of information from reality to where this reality's
As your brains are adapting and taking things from near.
As,
You are
become-
largely finding the deities that are worshipped among here. Throughout your lives, you do find hassle as once you acclimate. You don't simply know every language, but that spoken
I didn't know
Here.
a lot of languages before.
the Nectut is what has become your mother tongue. Basically, as your minds merge to graft itself into a new reality.
Acclimate to the new realm.
Yeah.
And it seems over the years that this is at least a world that is safe from the annihilation you once fled. And anyone else have anything they wanted to do or say before we conclude this?
No.
Move south, start a bar. Be a simple bartender.
You have a compass. You figure out pretty quick. South, not very far to go. You're basically south.
Oh no, it's a magical item that always points north.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
he
we're
said
on
move
the-
south. So
Yeah.
you can figure out from that. North, very far. South, not so far.
So you
so-
move north towards
Yeah, I moved north.
Yeah.
So we have penguins, not polar bears.
I will endear myself to the community, and then when he heads out, I will leave and join, and I will be your entertainment at your bar.
Yeah, so
You say that, I'm like, oh, you're gonna start a bar?
somewhere tropical.
Yeah, that sounds really freaking great. Let's
This
go.
sucks.
This is so cold. So I will join you at your bar, and I will be your stand-in bard.
Eric is not there still by the next morning. Ellie will join the pair of you after some time, and whether she stays at the bar or travels on from there.
Just a simple bartender at last.
I'm the musician.
Find whatever god of law and order there is. Dedicate myself to the pursuit of law and order.
But
Offer to
Pick up
tell.
where you left up.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
about-
returned the sunglasses of True Sight. I
Well,
keep them
he
for
left.
forever. Right, no, I keep them for
He-
forever. They're a constant part
When
of
he
everything
left,
I wear.
he did leave you a letter.
Oh.
You can hold on to him a little longer. When you find him next. Keep traveling.
I never leave the bar.
Yeah,
I stay here
about
forever.
10 years after that, the door slams open, and we're just like, no.
They're mine!
Yeah. But I get around with you. Teleportation helmet.
Well, thank you for watching. This was a bit of a short one. We are just
A bit of a
a
short one.
bit of a short campaign.
Oh, I'm
Everyone
like, that episode is not
This-
short.
no.
Everyone looks over at the timer.
Adjusting to 2024 before planning a bit of a more in-depth campaign
Before we start adding more
in this,
stats.
the world of Amotra. And adjusting things, yeah, I was like, before we added luck, before we did any of that, I was like, let's play with the normal rules first. And I was like, where better to start than picking up from the world where I first adjusted to the 5th edition rules. It was also where I did 5th edition. Even the game I did before filming was the same world, same map. It was just this section in the middle. But yeah, so we'll have another campaign coming, and of course, we've got the other one, the Divines campaign that's running parallel to this. So hope you've been enjoying that. Which of course has had a few parallels to this ending. But subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching. Bye.